Well, hello, Sparky, Sarah. How you two doing today? What's going on, guys? Anybody there? Did you all leave me? Or you can't hear me? One of those two things. Now, you should be able to hear me. Yeah, at work. Ah, yeah, well, that's normal for you. Work is a big deal. If you don't get the work, you can't get the food. Can't get the food, can't eat. Oh, it's Tuesday. You get burritos, huh? I fucking hate you. I hate you right now. I hate you right now. Just no way around that. Getting the burritos. You have all next week off? How come we got all next week off? Just regular vacation? Or are you doing a stay vacation or what? I mean, you got next week off. That's good. But I'm curious as to why. So I had to use... Oh, okay. So it's still a use or lose situation. Use or lose. I hate those. I hate those. Like, I could see maxing out, right? Hey, Sarah, how you doing? How are things for you today? See, I said all the naughty girls are gonna pay, and all the naughty girls are showing up. Look at this. I got Sparky in it, got Sarah in here. You know you are. Don't even lie. Don't even lie. Oh, wait, critters. That's right. Critters. I need critters. So I'm only able to carry over 40 hours. I got you. I got you. Yeah, I gotta start using mine. I'm gonna wait. See, I'm good. I paid off. Oh, there you go. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Look at it. It's getting long enough. I can start combing it a little. Ah, God, yes. It feels so good. My wife was playing it yesterday. I love that feeling. She doesn't like beard, but I like beard. Personally. She's not big on beards. She only likes it when it gets like long enough that you can make it really soft. She only likes beards if it's really soft. So you paid off your truck. You know, that's the greatest feeling. Right now I have 3 vehicles in my driveway that are under either me or my wife's name, and all 3 of them are paid off. So we don't have it, and it's like, I don't know. I got into the habit of never. I've gotten to the habit. It's like seeing your wife without makeup. You should definitely have them shave. I got into the habit of never taking out a loan for a car. Because I paid off my first car and I got addicted to not having a car payment and being able to put my insurance down to liability only. Right? And then I started researching it and I realized something. Did you know? So let's say you go to Chevy. Okay, you buy any car on the lot brand new. Any car on the lot brand new. Absolutely any one of them. Immediately after driving off the lot, you lose 10% just because you drove off. If you tried to sell that the next day, you lose 10% of that car's worth. But you owe, so immediately as you drive off the lot, you now owe more than that car is worth. Immediately. Like, that's crazy to me. That's crazy to me. Like, you're basically paying for a deficit. Now, this can change if you can restore a car, but you usually end up putting more money into restoring an old car than actually making off of it. Like, there is literally, unless you can buy and sell cars. There's lots of money in buying and selling cars if you're a dealer or you got a license. But buying expensive cars, like, I just don't ever carry a loan for them. I just don't ever carry a loan for them. I just, like, if I think I'm going to need a new car, I just start saving up. I get about $5,000 and I go out and buy a new car. Like the car that I have right now, the Scion, I got heaters, I got a radio that my phone connects to, gets good gas mileage. I'm set. I'm good. I'm a happy man. It doesn't make a whole lot of noise. It's really smooth to drive, and it's like, oh my god, the turn radius on it is fucking amazing. But yeah, and I got a Jeep Wrangler. Same thing. I just love it, especially in the summer. It's so much fun driving in the summer. So much fun driving in the summer. Let me see here, guys. No, 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 no. I'm trying to kill this guy right here because I get things for doing it. You bought your brother's truck. Ah, I gotcha. Nice. There you go. You can come over here and buy me a. No, I don't want a truck. I got a Jeep Wrangler, a Scion XB, and then I got my wife's got a Chevy Tahoe Exhibition, whatever the one is. It doesn't have like a back to it, but all of our vehicles can either tow or have like seats that go down, like it's a hatchback. So it kind of like a great medium. And I work from home, right? Because I got like my work computer sitting right next to me, so I don't need to drive anywhere anymore. I think if I was in a job where I would need to, you know, like go out, that would be one thing. But I don't need to. Let's see. Let's put Dodge there. You know, I think it comes down to need because like my wife came from very hick family, very off the farm. Like she grew up around horses and chickens and shit. That's just the way she is. And she's always wanted a truck, so we got her. But she ended up not going full truck. She just went with what we got now. Let's see, Fire Beetle. Ooh, Fire Beetle. What do you got here? No, no, no. Ooh, Golden Beetle. What can a Golden Beetle do? It hits hard. What does this do? Reduces up to... User lowers the body to the ground, reducing all damage. Seems like it reduces a lot of damage. Okay. Let's give it a try, guys. Let's see what happens. Let's see. This guy's got a lot of health. Holy shit. And he is not a fan. Nice hit. Nice hit. Ooh. I knew that was going to hurt. I'm hoping that the dodges win out. I'm hoping that the being able to dodge most of this shit wins out. Because there goes a third of his health. So if we can keep that up, we might be good. We might be good. That hit a lot harder. There, he's over half his health is gone now. I think we might got this, guys. Oh, shit, I should have dodged. Shit. All right, now dodge. I was watching this TikTok the other day, and it was this guy laying and he's petting this cat, and the lady goes, the lady goes, she goes, it's a very low chance that your cat will steal your man, but that chance is never zero. But the chance is never zero. My dog, my wife, or my dog and my wife's dog are both incredibly. How do I put this? incredibly territorial when it comes to like when my wife is home, I do not exist to her dog for the most part. And when I am home, my wife does not exist to my dog for the most part, right? So when when my dog will try to like I'll be sitting there and cuddling with my wife and then my dog will inch her way up between us and then she gives us the chin. Like she has a bit of an underbite, right? She's a pit bull. So she has a bit of an underbite and she'll just look at my wife and stick out her chin. And she just look at you like that. Like stick out her chin like she's looking down her nose at you. She does it all the time. It's the weirdest things that my dog does that. It's just one of those where it's like, for real? For real? Okay, gain the aid. Signal. What am I trying to do? Am I just killing these things? Okay, I really don't need your help to kill these things. That was strange. But yeah, or your boxer does that. Yeah, it's so weird, right? It's just like one of those. But she will. I used to have this. You seen a picture of her? I put a picture of her in all the fluffers. I used to have this smaller dog. Now her, when she got in between us, she was less noticeable. But she would do it. What she would do is in the middle of the night, is she would crawl in between my wife and I. This happened especially at winter when she was cold, and then she would position her body so that all four paws were directed at my wife, and then she would just kick all four paws as hard as she could in that direction. And like in the middle of the night, I would just hear my wife go, "Ugh," and then call my dog a bitch. She'd be like, "You little bitch," and I'd be like, "What?" And she'd be like, "Nothing. Just go to sleep. Just go to sleep." I'd be like, "Yeah, well, stop waking me up." And then she would tell me about it the next morning. She would make sure I knew. She would make sure. Your dog. You know what your dog did last night? And I'm like, well, if you would stop trying to steal her man, she wouldn't do that. Now, would she? She goes, you know what? Fuck off. She can have you. It's the greatest reaction ever, I think. So how was everybody's week so far? How was your weekend? How was your I know we had a good turkey day and whatnot, but how was everybody's weekend? Ooh, there's a rare over here. Oh. Ooh, 600. 600. Nah, I'm not gonna be able to kill that. I need to pull out you. Did everybody have a good weekend this weekend? It was okay. That's good. I mean, okay, I guess is better than it was horrible and everybody got into a fight at my house. For the most part, okay. So I went to work on Saturday, right? And this guy calls in. Let me let you guys in on the inside of a technician's mind, all right? And why sometimes they ask you to do something that you may have done 25 times. Guy calls in and says, I have no outbound calling. Okay. At that particular moment, I have no other information other than no outbound calling. Okay? That is not enough information to direct anything, anywhere, or do anything. Can't do a thing because I need more information. So I tell him, like, hey, did you reboot the equipment on site? He goes, I'm not on site. I go, is somebody on site? And he goes, no, not at this time. So immediately this guy has called in and doesn't actually, like, he basically wants me to diagnose his car, but I don't have access to the car. Right? He wants me to diagnose his car, but I don't have access to the car. Right? So I'm like, well, okay, what we're going to have to do is I'm going to need you to get somebody on site, and we're going to have to reboot the equipment. He goes, I've rebooted the equipment 18 times. I go, understand that, but I want you to reboot the equipment. The reason why I wanted him to reboot that shit, right, is I need to see if it's reaching out to us, right? I need to see if the equipment comes to me and says, hey, I exist. Would you please let me provision? Would you please let me do my thing? I exist. If it's not saying that, that means something. This guy gets pissed off, gets off the phone with me, doesn't call back the rest of the weekend, gets mad. He's like, fuck this. And he's telling me what a horrible service we are and whatnot. And I was like, well, I'm a technician. I don't need to pay attention to you. So have a good day. Have a good weekend. I hope your shit gets fixed. But, you know, I mean, I don't know what to say to you. You know what happened, though? I guarantee you the guy got somebody on site. I guarantee you the guy got somebody on site and his phones were up. I guarantee you he got somebody on site and his phones were already up. And he was embarrassed. I hate it when people don't call back. It's okay that the phones come up. Sometimes, like it's okay that your equipment doesn't come back up because there's a million different things that can, and I'm not exaggerating. There are a million different things that can go wrong with a network, both on and off site, up to and including like the air conditioning kicked on and interfered with a wire that should be insulated, right? I've had that happen, and I guarantee you this guy was like was just pissed off and didn't want to talk to us, and is like, you know what, screw you. And what he doesn't realize, also, imagine this. He called and he told me he had 4 buildings and 1 building had continuously bad phone calls. Okay? Now you guys, I don't know if you're technicians, but imagine this for a second. If you have 5 cars and all of them go to the same gas station for fuel, but only 1 car is running rough, do you think it's the gasoline? No, it's the car, right? If only 1 car is running rough, it's the car. There's something going on with the car. Okay. Same concept. He was literally blaming the gasoline for 1 vehicle not working properly. And I had to be like, well, if it's only 1 site having a problem, that's your problem. It's like, you need to get somebody out there to diagnose that. And he's like, no, it's you guys. Like, no, it's not us. I don't want to tell you. You're absolutely wrong. Have a good day. That was pretty much summed up my entire Saturday. It was one continuous just, my site is down. Oh, okay, it's your problem. And I hate saying that to people. I try to say it the nicest way possible, but I hate saying that. Because it's like, well, yeah, it's because your LAN network sucks. Sucks to be you. I don't know what to tell you. Well, can't you tell me where it is? I'm like, yeah, if I was on site with a ohm meter, I could spend all day diagnosing it. Did you want to pay me $50 an hour to come out to your site and fix it? No. Okay. Well, in that case, no. No. I'm not going to sit and diagnose something that's on your LAN network unless you're paying me. Have a good day. Talking to myself. Sparky's working and Sarah's staring at a shiny new truck that she now actually owns. She owns that truck. And food. Food is good. I like food. You know, I did not eat dinner last night. I went to the dentist and got a deep clean on my lower jaw. I came home and I was like, yeah, I don't feel like eating. I went to bed. I'm so hungry this morning. I was so hungry this morning. I like woke up. My stomach is just like, fuck you. You're a dick, and I don't like you anymore. You ever have that where your stomach is like, you know what? You're a jerk. Waiting at the drive-thru. Ooh, what are you getting? I do have a confession. But it didn't hurt. I have a confession. On Turkey Day, I did have a slice of pie and broke my diet for that little while. But I did end up having a slice of pie. But over the weekend I lost 3 more pounds. So it evens out. It didn't ruin my diet. And I don't regret having that pie. Cheat day is valid. I don't regret having the pie. It was pumpkin, and I like my pie. Ooh, Chick-fil-A. Oh, God. I have... So, there's like this huge controversy surrounding Chick-fil-A, right? Okay, stolen equipment. Can I not grab this? Where do I get this stolen Where the frick is this stolen equipment? I think this one might be glitched, because I think this is the stolen equipment, and I can't click on it. Oh, wait, that's the stolen equipment. How do I get it down? Oh. Did I get it? Did I get any? I got none of the stolen equipment. What the frick? So have you guys heard about this controversy surrounding Chick-fil-A? This thing that happened a couple years back. It's kind of calmed down since then. There was a big boycott. No? This one I thought was kind of interesting. So Chick-fil-A is obviously overtly Christian, okay? It's a Christian Can I get this now? I'm gonna give this one more try because I really want the reward. Is overtly Christian. I mean, this is a big reason why they're closed on Sundays, which, you know, kudos off to them. I think that a lot of businesses, for the most part, unless it's necessary, should be closed at least one day a week. Give their people time to recover. Or do I loot it off of them? Oh, okay, I loot it off. All right, that makes sense. So, but they give a lot of money to a lot of things that claim to be Christian, and apparently they were giving money to a charity that had some very bad tactics when dealing with gays, lesbians, and transsexuals in another country. In essence, they were killing them. I mean, it was horrible. And somebody brought that up to, well, they didn't bring it up to Chick-fil-A. They got Chick-fil-A on a call and told them they were a horrible company and that they were shitbags, and then publicized it immediately after, right? Once Chick-fil-A found out what was going on, immediately stopped giving money to that charity. Immediately stopped giving money to that charity. But, damage was done. It was publicized, went viral, went everywhere. That's the reason why there was a huge, just people were just like, no, I won't, because you're trying, it was especially big in the LGBTQ community. And, they were like, they did the right thing, right? They issued an apology. They said, oh my God, we had no idea. We are very sorry. We are no longer giving any money to this. They even gave, I think they went so far, if I do recall, they went so far as to give money to a charity that specialized in LGBT communities, right? They even went that far. And there's just, public opinion's hard to turn around once the bell's been rung, especially today. So people were still railing against this. A friend of mine, she was trans, and she was telling me about, we were sitting there one day, and she was like, I went to go get Chick-fil-A and they came back and she was mad at me. I was like, because I'm not one. I pay attention to these things. I do pay attention to these things because I think that they're relevant. I want to know. It tells me a lot about where our culture is going, about how people are feeling, what they're thinking about, what people are very passionate about, things like that, right? So, but I don't. I for the most part try not to participate. I try to go with companies that give a good deal, right? If I like what they're doing, I like. Ooh, I can take him out. If I like what's going on, I like what they do, and I like their product. That's what I try to adhere to. I'm not gonna say I'm mostly successful because I did boycott Starbucks for a very long time because they personal reasons. They're not. Let's just say they were. There was a time where they weren't the biggest fans of military. Um. So so I showed up with Chick-fil-A. She was so pissed off at me. It's what got me to look into this. And I remember just being a jackass to her. And she was like, I can't believe you have that. And I go, well, she goes, she hates people like me. And I says, yeah, I'm gonna sit down and enjoy my hateful chicken sandwich. And she's just like, what? And I go, yeah, the hate. I just sat and ate it in front of her because I was trying to tease her. We had a relationship like that, though. But I sat in front of her, and and I told her afterwards, I'm like, did you realize these guys issued an apology and they even gave money? And she's like, I don't care. They hate us. And I'm like, okay. She was in the middle of her hormone treatment. She was straight in the middle of her hormone treatment. What's up? What's up, Goke? She was straight in the middle of her hormone treatment, and it is literally like negotiating with a 12-year-old girl or boy. There's no negotiating. There's no negotiating. You are going. You are there. They have already picked their side, and they will irrationally defend that side until they die. So I was just so used to her freaking out continuously about the weirdest things that I just stopped taking the shit that she said seriously. Right? I mean, that's the reason why it was the way it was. It wasn't until afterwards when I was researching, I'm like, oh, yeah, that's a little messed up. that's a little messed up. Okay, that makes sense. It makes okay. Oh my god, this guy is really tough. Oh my god, this guy is really tough. Boom. Now you're down. Holy crap, that was like 90% of the quest. No shit, look. My quest is to kill 13 of these. That guy was, or 15. That guy was 13 of the 15. That guy was literally 13 of the 15. He was worth 13 of these. That is awesome. But yeah, no, I love Chick-fil-A. I've been sitting thinking about when I have a full cheat day, what am I going to eat come the 1st of January? And what am I going to drink? You know what I'm probably going to do is December 31st, I'm not going to eat anything that's off my diet, but I am going to drink alcohol. Because when you're hungover, the best thing in the world is carbs. The best thing in the world is carbohydrates. I love, so I always make this. There's a question for you. Best hangover food. I'll start off. Best hangover food. I make, right, and I'll go through the ingredients. There's got to be some sort of salt, red peppers. Then I carve up green peppers, onions. Could be. It has to be like Walla Walla onions or the red onions. When you're hungover, say when I'm hungover, my breakfast bowl: eggs, bacon, peppers. Yeah, this is along that line. So what I do is I get a potatoes and I dice it up and then I fry them so they got a crispy outside. So they're really fried, not deep fried, but they're fried. Okay, so they got to have a bit of a crisp. Then I take green peppers, onions, and salt, eggs, and red peppers. And what I mean by red peppers is the red peppers that you would crush up and put it in to make it a little bit spicy. I mix that all in, and then when the eggs are done, once the potatoes are crisp and the eggs are done cooking, on top I put a layer of cheese so that when you cut into it, it's nice and melted. And I put that into a pot and I serve that, and it's like the best. The best. Oh. Oh shit. Oh, okay. Who am I slaying? Oh, this guy. Okay. But yeah, oh, okay, so here we got. So when I'm hungover, breakfast bowl, eggs, bacon, peppers. You don't drink. You smoke a little weed. See, I can see why smoking weed. I only smoked weed once in my life, and I didn't really enjoy it. But I'm not the best tell because, so I'll tell you what is I am an extreme ADHD, and that's very, like, that's, it's hard to articulate because there's still a contention on whether or not ADHD actually exists. I'm in textbooks. I'm literally in textbooks as a textbook case of ADHD. During the time where they were diagnosing it, I was flown out to New York City, and I met with a doctor and flew back out the same day. So I can say I've been to New York City, but not really. I flew in, drove to a building. I was too young to really know what was going on or how significant that might be, and then flew out the same day. Like, I met with this guy for an hour. He had the notes of the other doctors who were specializing in ADHD at the time. And so they were testing all sorts of drugs out on me. It's one of the big reasons that I don't take, that I try my best not to take pills. It's one of the big reasons I try my best not to take pills. Because I had to take them for the first half of my life. I guess now the first third of my life. But, yeah, so I forgot where I was going with that. Oh, weed. So when I smoked weed with a friend of mine, I got out of the army. I was tired of being told I couldn't smoke weed. So I knew a friend of mine. He was a big, I want to say drug addict, but the guy was heavy into weed. Like, he was heavy into weed, right? I mean, he's like one of those guys. He's like one of those guys that was one of those engineers. You ever stick a couple of tweakers in a room and don't give them a bong, see what they come up with? Don't give them a bong. Don't give them a bong and see what they come up with. They'll come up with some shit. He was that guy. He would come, like, that guy was resourceful. If he was motivated, that guy was resourceful as fuck, right? And I was like, hey man, I want to come over. I want to smoke some of this with you. Can you help me out? He's like, dude, I'll be honored. This is gonna be a first time for you. He's like, yeah, it's gonna be a first time. It's gonna be a first time. He's like, he was just so happy that I wanted to smoke weed. So I went over there, and I started taking. I was like, how do you take a deep hit? He's like, you got to do it like this. You'll know if you took a deep enough hit because you will cough. I was like, okay. So I went over there, grabbed it. Because I run a lot. I used to run a lot. And I took this deep, deep, deep hit. And I was sitting there. Someone once told me that my ADHD was all in my head and I could stop anytime. That's not, well, is it true that ADHD is in your head? It is true, but it's biochemical. it's biochemical. You don't really stop it. I mean, and it's not, they're not wrong. It is in our heads. It is. Because if it wasn't, then we wouldn't have it. It's like what I tell my wife, pain is actually just in your head. And that's true. If you can learn how to cope with pain, you can shut it off. Same thing. We can actually. That's literally why I spent that's why I spent over a decade with therapists. I did not spend a decade with therapists and with therapists to talk about my feelings. I spent a decade with therapists to learn how to control my ADHD, right? You do have you're not powerless. You can. You can anytime, and I'll give you Sparky. Anytime that you had to sit down and concentrate on something that was painful, but you concentrated and you were able to push through it, that's you controlling your ADHD. Right? I'm not sometimes you win the battle and sometimes you don't, but it's a battle. Every single time it's a battle. Every single time it's a battle. Right? And it can wear on you. And some days you're going to have more concentration than others. Some days you will have more you will be able to fare better at controlling your ADHD. I mean obviously, but you do we do have a certain amount of control over it. Like I said, I'm an extreme case. But if I let my ADHD go right now, I couldn't do what I'm doing right now. If I let my ADHD, what's up, Magic? I didn't even see you come in and say yo. I don't know if that person's still here. Hold on. So you do have, you're not powerless. Oh, was it? Yeah, no, it's definitely, girls have it much. Well, here, okay. Hold on. Let me back up. Boys are overdiagnosed with it. My little brother did not have ADHD. My little brother had a lot of energy. He is a very physical person and he was an athlete and he needed to go out and play. We treat in the school system, because the school system likes to diagnose people with ADHD, we treat boys who are probably being athletes like defective girls. And I mean, I could go why? Because girls at a younger age are usually much more docile, and boys are like are they're rowdy. I mean, that's the long and short of, they're rowdy. That's the reason why boys will be boys became a saying. Because there's not a whole lot that you can do to stop boys from just going just like everywhere. Um, I know because I sat and I have observed personally. I've sat down and observed hundreds of young girls and hundreds of young boys. Obviously, distinct difference, but that boys get overdiagnosed. ADHD is something entirely different and has no gender. Boys are overly diagnosed with ADHD because of a lot of different reasons. Girls are overlooked because they may be more docile at the beginning, right? It doesn't mean they don't have ADHD. Usually it comes out, oh, there goes my coffee in my lap. I just did that. Hold on. Coffee in the lap. It happened. Now I gotta go change my pants. Give me 1 second. You cannot see me change my pants. Cannot believe I did that. So I was saying, oh, girls. I know a lot about this subject because I spent a long time researching myself. Girls are overlooked because girls at a younger age have a tendency to be more docile. I'm not saying they all are. This is obviously just a generalization. So they're going to be exceptions. Like my daughter was very docile at a young age. But I knew girls like my wife. My wife was not a docile female. My wife was not a docile female at that age. Um, but they tend to be underdiagnosed with this because they are docile, so people don't realize it. Usually comes out when they try to read. Usually comes out when they sit down and try to read. Right? Is they have a very difficult time sitting down and actually reading. They'll tend to want to do anything but sit down. Like they it comes out a lot of times when they sit down and try to color for a long period of time. Right? Things like that. I don't know what your experience was being young. For me, I was just everywhere all at once. The only thing that could calm me down was video games. Literally the only thing that would calm me down was video games. I'm not sure why. Maybe it was because there was enough. You were a speed reader. Yeah, I could not read. When I was younger, I could not. I would skip everything. Like I absolutely hated reading when I was younger. It wasn't until I ran into an English teacher who looked at the class and say, "I don't know what your guys' problem with reading is. It's the easiest thing in the world. All you have to do is sit and speak words in your head." And I was like, "Oh shit, he's right." Shit, he's right. I didn't know what my and then I started reading books. But I was much older and I had learned a lot to cope with my ADHD. See, I am a slow reader. I'm a slow reader. I've been trying to learn how to fast read, and I have honestly, there's a lot of things. That's the reason why I like YouTube videos, because I am shit at reading. I am absolutely shit at reading. And when I do read, I usually am not comprehending what's going on. Like when I read The Hobbit and when I read The Hobbit and the other three books, I thought it was a musical. And I I wish that was false, but I thought it was a musical. I thought The Hobbit and the other ones were musicals. But that's a true story. I thought they were musicals. That's so embarrassing. But yeah, I mean, and a lot of people, it's a very. I wish there was a way that we could identify the gene, but ADHD people tend to be. See, I just need 6 more. ADHD people tend to be smarter than average. I say than average, though. And we tend to be multitaskers just because. So it's not really a defect. Like it's being sold to the population as if it's a defect. Nice. No, I never hit college age reading ever in my life. Like I think even today, even though I've been through university, I still do not do college level their idea of college level reading. I should say their idea of college level reading. I still have not hit their idea of college level reading. I'm just one of those people where I can read. I can read a textbook, but I don't comprehend it. Anytime I want to learn something, I watch videos, I do research online, I see pictures, things like that. That's what I really need if I'm going to do it, right? Somebody hopped into I hate starting out on a platform because I sit and I get talking with you guys at 7. See, I read David Copperfield at 7 and fully understood. Hey, more power to you. More power to you. I still can't. I don't. Like, I can sit if there's. Like, I can sit and listen to Jordan Peterson and understand what I feel is fully understanding what he's trying to say to me. And Jordan, if you've ever sat down and listened to Jordan Peterson, that is saying something. Honestly, that is saying something. Because the man is, God, incredibly. I think he has like I think it's like 2 doctorates or something ridiculous. Oh, wow. There you go. Let's put some anima back here. My poor parents. you know, well, mine was different. At 5, my dad gave me a Lego set. And I built him a fully functional mech. At 6, I fixed the VCR for my dad. When I was 8, my dad was in the backyard fixing the piping. My dad not being an idiot, but in the backyard fixing the piping, and I walked over and showed him exactly where it was broken and how to fix it. And even my mom went outside and was like, holy shit. You kept shoving stuff in there. I broke into the VCR lock. That's nice. You know what? There was something that I did at 3 that my mom still like holds against me to this day. I told you about that we lived in Chicago when I was younger, right? I told you about the kid like I pointed a fake gun at and told him I was going to shoot him. Same balcony. This happened on the same balcony that I did that from. So my mom was outside cleaning the windows and or the balcony, the big windows to the balcony, right? And I walked over because she used to make a big deal about me not sticking my fingers in the fan. You remember, right? Fans used to break fingers, right? Or chop them off because they were like metal. Now they're plastic and their rotors are a little bit off, or they're like the one sitting behind me, right? So I walked over to the door. When she closed it, I looked up at her. She looked at me. It was one of those moments where I looked up at her and she realized, oh shit, and I went, and I locked the door on her. So she's locked out on the balcony. And she's like, oh my God. And then, while staring at her, I walked over to the fan. And I looked at her. And I went. I just sat there poking my finger in and out of the fan over and over and over again. While she was freaking out and screaming on the balcony. Oh my God! She still hasn't forgiven me. It's been over 30 years and she still hasn't forgiven me for that. If my 3-year-old self knew, I would have done it for longer. See, we're lucky to survive all the pressure treated splinters. You know what? Bring jungle gyms back where kids broke their arms all the time. And I mean that. Bring jungle gyms back. It used to be you were like the coolest kid in school, you broke your arm. Right? You broke something, you broke your foot, broke your arm, broke your leg. And you were the coolest kid. Everybody wanted to sign your cast. Right? Kids would keep those casts for years. For years. Right? Now, today, a kid gets a scratch that gets infected and is talked to by 5 counselors. Five counselors have to talk to him now. And then the parents are interrogated, the kid is interrogated, and they're trying to discern how you abuse the kid. Like, the paradigm is, by default, you must have abused the child. And kids get bumps, bruises, and broken shit things. They do all the time. Like, I could see if this was the third time you've been to an ER. Yeah, like, everybody gets hurt. Every kid gets hurt. It's like a part of being a kid. Is you're gonna fuck something up in your body. But and I think that I think, honestly, personally, we have created a place where parents, like I am personally, I don't know about other parents, but I personally was scared to take my kid to the hospital. When, like, she got rotavirus once, right? She just contracted it from one of the local, let's see, I tried jumping off my dad's shoulder onto the concrete, and yeah, that'll do it. Sometimes you get hurt being saved. But there was a time I took my daughter to the hospital. She had rotavirus, and they called child protective services on us. They straight up called child protective services on us, and we were like, wait, why? Well, we need to make sure you're not neglecting your child. I'm like, my kid got this. All the kids in our apartment complex got this. Oh, fuck. All the kids in the apartment complex got it. What? Why? Why? Why would you call child protective services on us for something that is kids get diseases? And, like, they almost didn't give my daughter back to us. And the apartment complex that we lived in had to call in and tell them, had to literally call in and tell them, yes, we have 5 other children in the apartment complex that all contracted this virus from the same person. We've now cleaned it up and sanitized it, and because the apartment complex we were living in was paying for it, right? The apartment complex we were living in was paying for it. So I mean, and yeah, DCFS, like, that was we were always loath, if we had to take our daughter to the emergency room. We were always loath to take my daughter to the emergency room. I mean, there was a time, man, so much shit happened in that apartment. I was so happy to get out of that place. There was a gal who was always home. This is the second time we went to the ER. The nurse called, yeah, and a doctor was pissed. And the thing of it is now, right? I got a couple friends that work as either nurse or doctors or whatnot in the hospital, and there are policies where DCFS has to be called, or DHS. A lot of states have different names for them, but they have to be called. If there's an injury on a child, they have to be called, and it's not because they think there's any malice. By default, it really isn't anymore. It was when my wife and I were going, but they didn't. It wasn't that they. It isn't that they think that. It's passing the buck, because they've had. The problem is the lawsuits. So you'll have a couple that'll go in there, and then later on they'll find out that this individual was abused, and then like some parents or some family members will go back and then sue a hospital once or twice for not calling DCFS, right? For them making the judgment call. And then the argument will be, well, you could have solved this issue faster if you just called DCFS. So the next thing you know, the policy is to call DCFS the entire time. So that way, the hospital can say, we did everything we could. It's the same reason why ADHD is overdiagnosed, because if they don't diagnose you ADHD and you fail the school, it's their fault. But if they diagnosed you ADHD because you were failing and you have a lot of energy, it's not their fault because they diagnosed you. You just handled it improperly. That's how they think. That's straight up how they think. I mean, it's not like a hospital mindset. It's a corporate mindset, because you'll get corporations that do the same thing. Like there's a reason why Walmart has told their employees, do not stop, do not interrupt when somebody is stealing. Don't stop them. Don't talk to them. There's only one department that's even allowed, and they're under like some really crazy strict rules. They're under some really crazy strict rules. There's only one department that's allowed to talk to them. Like I told you about that time. See, Haney's does that too. Yeah, I don't know what Haney's is. I'll be very honest. I don't know what Haney's is. Hannaford. Okay. Holy crap, man! People just do not like. People have like. You guys haven't been here for this. I haven't had this few viewers in a long time. But I've had probably 8 people jump in here for 5 seconds, looked at its World of Warcraft, and leave. I'm serious. People do not like watching World of Warcraft. They do not give you a chance unless they play. Like, if people who play World of Warcraft will come and stay, and people who don't, just come in here for 5 seconds and leave. It's a grocery chain. Yeah, and it's because there's been lawsuits. There was Walmart was a big one that lost to this. There's one where anytime they stop a black guy, it's racial profiling. They're by default horrible people, right? A, in the public eye, B, under the law. If they stop a white guy, he's gonna sue. Like, everybody's gonna try to sue you. And the thing of it is, if the employee is wrong, if the employee is right, then they're absolved. If the employee is wrong and they didn't steal, it's a lawsuit, and it's a lawsuit worth millions. So they're not willing. They would rather take the $200 loss of the 40-inch TV. They would rather take the loss of the 40-inch TV that these guys are trying to steal than to take the lawsuit. It's horrible to say, but these types of things are an industry, and it's not just the U.S. In Russia, there was a huge trend in Russia. Like, you probably noticed on the internet, there's a lot of dash cams. And a lot of times it seems to be Russia. Oh, fuck me. Oh, fuck me. I know where I'm at. I don't want to do this quest. It is not worth it. This is the shittiest world quest there is. Okay, we're just going to res and go someplace else. Yeah, that world quest isn't worth it. It takes too long. But you probably noticed like there was a trend for a while. There's a lot of dash cams. So what people would do is they would walk up to a car coming at them in traffic. Like, Jesus, people, give me 5 seconds to say hi. Like, honestly, people are just like in out today. People are, it is Tuesday though. This always happens on Tuesday. It's weird. Always happens on Tuesday. People just go in out. They don't even look. Like, there's no way that I even loaded in for that person. There's no way I even loaded in for that person. Absolutely no way. I wonder if it's the title. I'm going to change the title. We'll try a different title. See what happens. See if that gives a different perception. But yeah, if that employee is wrong, it's a guaranteed like $2 or $3 million lawsuit, sometimes more. Or so in Russia, there was a huge trend to get paid for being hit by a car. So what people would do is they would stand in traffic, a car would stop, and then the person would jump onto the hood, dent it, fall down on the ground, and call the police. And it would be they would go to the hospital. Like if there was something wrong with them, they would go to the hospital. They would sue them for large amounts of money, emotional, whatever. Like in the U.S., there was a guy I knew when I was younger. He did insurance fraud. What they would do is they would buy a piece of shit old vehicle, okay? And these two guys wouldn't know each other. They would coordinate this, and they would get on either side of a car, right? They would get on either side of a car. They would the front car would go slightly slow, so the car behind them would tailgate them, right? They would wait until they got tailgated, and then the car behind them would either would also try to push you into tailgating them, right? Like he would be up on your bumper, and then they would coordinate, and the car in front would slam on his brakes and let you hit him. Okay. Then he would get out with some damn fool excuse like there was an animal or a child or something, and then of course you're getting out of your car going like, what the fuck do you mean? There was no animal. You just stopped. The guy in the rear vehicle would get out and say, I saw everything. I saw the whole thing. A dog ran in front of the guy and he stopped and you didn't stop. You hit him. I saw the whole thing. So then the insurance would pay out, right? Of course, the piece of shit cheap car would be totaled, so they would get like $5 or $6 to go buy a new car, and they would rinse and repeat, go buy a little $1,000 hoopty, and rinse and repeat, so they would make like $4,000 profit. That's the reason why certain insurances, after so many wrecks, they just drop you, because they think that you're pulling fraud, so they'll just drop you. A lot of people don't know that. And they will. They'll just drop you. They're like, nope, we're not covering your vehicles anymore. Because and what they'll tell you internally is you met the criteria for fraud. Because it could be, they don't say that to you out loud, because it could be that you just had a bad time. Because I had another friend who, the guy in 1 year was in five wrecks that totaled out his car. And that's crazy to me. Could you imagine being in 5 wrecks? 5 wrecks? Could you imagine being in 5 wrecks? I'm telling you, see, there comes this wee girl. She came in, she came out. It's like they're on their phone, they just go, maybe they're looking for somebody in particular. But it's like I literally have joined left. No, I know. It's just like it's just weird. Normally I get people that come in that'll chill for 5 minutes, right? They'll chill for a minute or two, and then they'll either say hi and they like me, or they'll leave, which I'm fine with both ways. But this is an abnormal amount of people who jump in and jump out. Right now, it's abnormal amount for sure. Like jumping in and jumping out that quickly, right? I wonder if something's going on. I don't know about it. That's the reason why it's getting kind of significant to me. Is I wonder if there's something. Oh, okay. Well, I guess I'm flying over there. I wonder if something's going on. I don't know about it. I'm kind of curious now. I'm gonna take a look. Like, who has all the viewers, right? That's the question. Who has all the viewers? GTA December giveaways. Let's see who's trending. Mandrake's at the top. This guy's second. He's playing World of Warcraft. It looks like it's World of Warcraft. What's up, Defina? Oh, never mind. No, he's playing League of Legends. Joe Kazir.
What the heck is going on here?
Okay. Hey, I'm just looking to see who's trending right now. Sketchy Rabbit. Okay. Wheelix, Queer. These guys are the ones that are trending right now. This guy's got a blank screen. It's very strange. I'm curious what's going on with this one. What is this? This person's trending right now. No sound. In German. It's in German. Yeah, that's definitely German. No sound. This person's trending right now. Okay. I'm starting to feel less. I'm going to stop looking at... I'm starting to feel worse. I'm going to stop looking at this. I'm going to stop looking at that. I feel a little worse. Oh, it's funny. Like, somebody who's not even talking, no camera, nothing. In German, they're on trending. They're on trending. That's crazy to me. So, who has some fun ideas for the holidays? My holidays are going to be shit. I can guarantee you right now. My holidays, I want to know what your guys' plan for the holidays are. Sarah Spikey, lighten my day up. Tell me what you're gonna do for what are you thinking? What are you thinking? I guess we're in the planning phase. What are you guys thinking of doing for Christmas? Parties? Because we got 2 major holidays coming up. Obviously, we got Christmas, which is on a Friday. There you go. You're gonna go feed the homeless. More power to you. Perfect. I guess I could do that sometime. I should have that. I think I'm on call the 24th, but I have the 25th off. You go into the grandma's house? Oh. I don't have any grandmas. If my daughter has her way, I'll never be a grandparent. I don't know if she would tell me if I was. Honestly. I'll be honest. I'm not sure what's going on with her. She moved out. She didn't say anything. She didn't say goodbye. We had to pack up her stuff for her. Like it's weird. We had to pack up her stuff for her. She just came in after joking around with my wife, went into her room, said I can't deal with this shit anymore, and then left. And then she wouldn't come over. I don't have her address. I don't know who she's staying with. And I finally told her, I'm like, look, if you can't even give me those things, I mean, she won't even give me those things. Like I asked her directly. I was like, hey, can I have your address? What's up, Rax? I told her, hey, can I have your address for emergencies? And she told me no. Like I'm not sure what I did. I'm genuinely not sure what I did. But I can tell you right now is I don't hold out that even if I did have a grandchild, that my daughter would tell me. I mean, at this point, I'm not even sure I have a daughter. You know, like I wouldn't know if anything happened to her. I have no idea how to get a hold of her other than text a new cell phone number that I don't know where it came from. I'm just complaining. That's what's been going on in my life lately. Wait, how come I got out? Like I don't even know. Like it was just the strangest thing. She was fine. She was happy. She was doing good. I mean, it seemed like it anyway. And then she just told me she didn't say anything. She just left. She just left. Yeah, no. She did not come. She did not come home for Thanksgiving. She did not call us. She didn't talk to us for Thanksgiving. She yeah. I talked to her a couple of times. Text messages. She wouldn't answer calls. She won't answer any calls from my mother. From her mother. She's just gone. Like I said, I don't know where she's staying. She told me she was gonna come over and she never did. The woman that was staying with me, well, she should be moving out soon, but she got COVID, so she's out of work for a little while. Well, it turns out that she's a carrier of COVID, but no, I'm talking about my daughter. Like if she left, it wouldn't be a big deal. Like I want her to be able to leave and be comfortable leaving, but I also want her out, right? It's like it's one of those things where like she's been staying with us for a hot minute, and I get that she's having a rough time, but I'm sure she doesn't want to be here anymore. I'm sure she wants her own place, right? But she's having a really rough time with jobs. So, but no, I'm talking about my daughter. Yeah, she just sort of. I mean, the thing of it was like there wasn't any drama that day. Like I could see you storming out in the middle of an argument, but this was just like she didn't say anything to anybody. She went upstairs, she grabbed her cat, and she left. And that was it. I'm not gonna say that I dealt with it the best. I was very upset. I was really upset. But why wouldn't like when I moved out, my mom knew where I was moving out to. Yeah, I gave her a week. It's been about a week. I gave her a week, and I finally had to call her up, and cause call her up, and I just basically told her, I'm like, look, until you can tell me where you're staying, I don't want you to come over. Because she was talking about coming over, and it's like I just, as far as I can tell, I told her to come over if it's a choice between staying on the street and coming here. I said you're more than welcome here, but until you can give me like, how many people do you know that know where you live, but you don't know where they live, right? Like I don't think I'm out of line here. Like that's kind of for me that's a basic of being a friend. Like that's something the minimum I would expect. If somebody knows where I live and knows who I live with, then I'm most likely going to know where you live and who you live with. But it's been a big secret. So I finally just told her, it's like, okay, just don't come back over again. I mean, if you don't want to respect me, I didn't even warrant a goodbye. Like she was my best friend. You see all that? That whole bottom row is about $700. $700. That whole bottom row is Warhammer. I hate Warhammer. No shit. I don't like doing the art. I don't like the game. Like I don't hate it, but it's not something I enjoy. Like I'd rather play World of Warcraft or some other video game. I literally bought that just so her and I had something to do. No other reason. No other reason. Spent $700 on it. And what was worth it to me was I got to sit down and do something with my daughter. Literally the whole reason why I bought it. And I thought we were developing a friendship. I take that girl out all the time. I take her to movies. I do as many things as I possibly can. As much as my old ass can reach out to a little a teenage girl. Like, there's not exactly a whole lot we're going to have in common. So I try to have as much in common with her, or make something that is in common, right? I can't. I don't know where she lives. She won't tell me. I mean, I could follow her. I could stalk her. Like, it wouldn't be that hard. I could stalk her, find out everything. But that's still defeating the purpose. The purpose is so Brax. The purpose isn't knowing where she lived. The purpose is I've earned the respect and trust of my daughter to know where she lives. That she should be able to tell me these things. I feel like I have. Right? So it's about her decisions as an adult. Her decision as an adult is that she has decided her parents are untenable and she doesn't want us being in her life anymore. You cannot force someone to let you in their life. You cannot force somebody to let you in their life. Requires a muck pool. Right? What's up, Alex? So since I can't, and I don't want to force her. I don't want to force her to let me in the life. But that also means that I have to let her just not be in mine. There's nothing else I can do. Right? If she doesn't want me in her life, what am I going to do? If my daughter doesn't want me in her life, well, yeah, well, the thing of it is we were actually planning for her to move out. We didn't tell her this. Like, let me paint the picture for you. Her college was going to be paid for. She doesn't want to go to college. She doesn't even want to graduate high school. Her college, she's more than smart enough. She's more than smart enough. Her college would have been paid for. Completely. Ooh, I'm so sorry, guys. Her college would have been paid for. For the most part. I think the most is she would have had to buy her own books. Right? I have a GI Bill. I have a GI Bill, which would paid for half it, and I was personally going to pay for the other half. Because I had a new GI Bill. Okay? That was going to be paid for. All right? We, because when she expressed that she wanted to move out and she got a job, we were charging her rent. Every dollar of that rent money went into a jar. Every dollar of that rent money went into a jar. We were going to buy her stuff for her new apartment when she moved out. We didn't tell her about that. She knew about the university, right? She's so smart right now that her high school is paying for her to go to some college courses. She's that close to graduating. She just has to show up. And she has not gone back since she moved out. She's not doing, we had to get on her to do it. And she tells me it's too hard. Yeah. Like, this isn't, I guess maybe it was too much pressure for her to graduate high school. But for me, in my mind, that's the minimum. Like, high school, you show up and graduate. You actually have to, in my experience, I don't know, I'm not going to sit here and tell everybody's experience. In my experience, it was more difficult to go get an F than pass. And the reason why is because I had to dodge cops. I had to dodge teachers. I had to dodge, you get what I'm saying? Like, I had to dodge my mom. So I had to find a place that wasn't my house to go crash at while I was sloughing school, while not walking into cops, while not walking into, That's why I say, because that was the only way to fail those. Because if you just showed up, you would get a C. If you just showed up, you would get a C. So you had to miss the class to fail. Continuously. Continuously. Because it was like at the height of the No Kids Left Behind movement. I'm done doing this one. This one's stupid. I'm going to the next one. Yeah, right? I mean, yeah, that's what I'm saying is it's more difficult to fail school. Anybody can go there and get a C, right? It's more difficult to fail it than to just go there and pass. That's what I'm trying to say. Is that it is more difficult to go there. Like, it's easier to get an A than an F for the most part. Because when you're doing your schoolwork, nobody bugs you. Right? When you go to school, nobody bugs you. Your life just immediately becomes easier because nobody's getting on your case. Yeah. And it's a pandemic right now, so she gets to do most of her schooling from home. She just has to log so many hours. She was literally getting A's, right? By logging on for 10 minutes, they would tell her she had to be on for 5 hours. She would log on for 10 minutes, do the assignment, get an A, and log off. The only reason why she was having a rough time in school is because she wasn't logging the proper amount of hours. Like, no shit. I think that's a stupid requirement, but all she had to do was sit on her computer and play a video game in the background. Like, I don't know what I did. Like, I all I can do is sit here and blame myself. I don't know what I did or if I did anything. And I called her up, and that was the thing, as I told her, as like she didn't lose anything, but I lost my best friend in my house. I don't know. Right? But the boy issue is costing her father. And me, my best friend. If this is I'm going to be even more hurt if this is over a relationship. And she never said anything. And there is the crux of the issue, right? There is the crux of the issue on my end is if she came to me and said, Dad, I'm going to move out. I think I've met the man of my dreams, and I want to move out, and I want to move in with him. Okay. I would have been okay. Like, that's communication. That's communication, right? But she didn't even, I didn't get that. I didn't get anybody saying, I didn't get anybody saying I'm moving out. I didn't even get that. I got informed after she moved out. Yeah, well, I mean, moving out and moved out. Like, anybody who concepts, usually your friends will know that you're planning on doing something before your family will. And the reason why is that, generally speaking, most people will tell their friends as kind of like a test of the waters if it's a good idea. Right? Like, that's fine with me. I didn't have to be the first person to know. Like the girl that she was in the same room with knew before me and my wife did. That was not a problem. Like, my wife finally, when she found out, she came to me and she told me she was going to move out, and I was like, okay. It's okay that she wanted to move out. I'm not upset. She's 18. She's more than welcome to move out. Honestly, without her and her drama, it's more of a relief in the house than it is a stressor. It's fine. There's a lot of tension with her. Right? Because she is an individual that creates tension in a household. She always has been. Right? And I'm fine with her moving out. I really am not against it. I would have helped. I would have God, I would have been there. I would have had housewarming gifts. Like, I would have showed up with pots and pans and utensils, and there was this whole coffee, there's this whole, I've got a coffee pot waiting for her. Her moving out's not the problem. At all. Moving out is not my problem. The fact that she moved out without saying a word to me, without saying a text message. A text message. Hey, Dad, I'm going to move out today. Mom is frustrating me. My wife is diagnosed bipolar. She is a drama wrapped inside of a drama wrapped inside of a drama. I have friends who will be my friend on Facebook, but cannot stand talking to my wife because every post, every song she plays is drama. It's the only kind, thanks, Alex. But, and that's fine. That's my wife. I chose to be with her. She has a lot of lots of saving graces. She really has a lot of saving graces. She's very thoughtful. She makes sure everybody has a gift. She tries to make sure everybody is included. She's the one that will stay up all night because you're having a bad day. She will literally stay up all night with you because you're having a bad day. She is the one person that will go out in the middle of the night and sit with you on your worst day while it rains, freezing ice cold rain, to make sure that you weren't alone in that time. There's a lot of saving graces of my wife. Okay? But I won't. She's a dramatic person. She is, oh my God, so much drama. Every time something changes in her life, she cries. And she goes, oh my God, this is the worst thing ever. Right? Like when I went into the military, she cried and told me it was the worst idea. When I got out of the military, she cried and told me it was the worst idea. like she's not, she's a person that's never really happy. Yeah. Like, that's just her. That's her personality. She's not a big change person. Okay? And if she came to me and said, hey, Dad, oh, for fuck's sake, you know what? Where's my demon gate? And if she came to me and said, Dad, I can't handle Mom anymore, I'm leaving, acceptable. Yeah, I mean, it would be acceptable. That would be an acceptable outcome to me. I can't handle Mom anymore. I'm gonna move out. I'd have been okay. That's okay. It is okay to not to want to move out. I don't want you to stay here forever. Get your ass out of my house. That is a part of becoming an adult. Eventually you have to move out. I did not raise a child to stay with me the rest of my life. Long and the short of it. This frees me up. My problem is not the girl moving out. My problem is not my daughter. My problem is I don't know where she's staying. She didn't say goodbye. I don't know who she's with. I don't even know if she's like, she could have died last night. None of the people that live with her know us. She has cut me out of her life entirely. And I don't know what I did to warrant that. And she won't tell me. Like yeah. There's my problem. Yeah, and there's some people that stay at home for a longer time. Like, the economy is kind of rough. I'm thinking that you're right, Sparky. I think that you're right, but it doesn't stop the sleepless nights. Like, you remember last week I was telling you I was having a hard time sleeping. This is the reason. This is straight up the reason why I've been having a hard time sleeping. And, like, having to call my daughter up on the only way I can communicate with her and tell her, until you can give me the basic respect of a friend, I don't want you to come back over. Oh, I love that, Goldshire. Great name, man. I'm glad you got that, by the way. Welcome, Goldshire. But you get what I'm saying, right? Like I am a person, you will generally not meet someone who is more anti-drama than me. Cuz I don't want to deal with the bullshit. I'm not an emotional person, right? I'm just not. It's just not my makeup, right? I'm very logical, and I sit down and I think things through. I'm not saying that I don't have emotional times. Obviously, everybody has emotional times, right? But I'm not somebody who really deals with the bullshit drama. Like when I go and talk to I told you my wife's bipolar, so sometimes she'll just be angry in a bad mood, and then she'll like get angry at me about something, and I'll look at her and I can tell. We've been together 18 years, and I can tell when she's just in that mood where she's just going to have a bad time. So I'll go in like, oh, you're pissed off? Okay, well, you tell me when you're done enjoying being pissed off. And then I'll walk out the door. And I'll just let her scream it out and do her like she sometimes deals with it like a 16-year-old girl where she just goes in her room, blasts the music. Right? And there's reasons behind that. That's the way she deals with it. And it took me a while, but that's the way I deal with it. Is I just tell her, oh, okay, and I come in here and I hang out with you guys. And that's it. But I I'm all for, if she wants this boy to be her husband, her putting that boy ahead of us, because I had to do that when I chose my wife. But I never cut my family out. I never excluded my family, and there's a lot of thoughts going through my head as to why. But the realization that she's not paying rent in the place that she's at because she doesn't have a job. Right? She's 100% dependent on whoever she's living with for food, housing, and transportation. She doesn't have a driver's license. She doesn't have an ID. She doesn't have... You don't talk to him at all? Yeah, I mean, I can see, sometimes you just need space from a person, and you need to forgive them, right? But with this one, I don't even know. Like, I'm upset. Like, that was the thing I told her. I go, you hurt me. You hurt me. You hurt me deeply. This genuinely hurt me. Her not even saying goodbye. I think that hurt me the most. It is not saying goodbye. By far, that hurt me the most. You could at least came in here and said goodbye, so I could have given you a last hug. I think that's my, like, the straw that broke my back. Because I knew she was planning on moving out. I told her how I felt about it. I don't know where she's moving to, who she's with. None of it. I just don't know. So I don't know what to do from there. I don't know what to do from there. My stream didn't go down, did it? You guys went awfully silent. Okay, I just want to make sure. I get paranoid about that now. I I get so paranoid about that because it's happened so many times. But I mean, that's just honestly where I'm at. And why I told her, as last resort, like, look, if you can't tell me where you're at, then I definitely don't want you over here. And judging from the fact that there was nothing but silence on the phone when I had to tell her this, and she hasn't texted me back, I don't see me seeing her for the foreseeable future. Like I said, I'm not entirely certain that I have a daughter anymore. I mean, genetically, yeah. That's about it. But yeah, let's get off that. Let's talk about something else. You know what I can't wait for? I really wanted a turkey. We did not have a turkey this Thanksgiving. I really wanted a turkey though. I really wanted a turkey. I was so happy that that a coil came in time for the oven, and then we still didn't have a turkey. And my wife was like, "Well, I didn't want a turkey this year." I'm like, "Bitch, who asked you?" I'm gonna go buy one if she doesn't. She said there's a turkey downstairs, and we got one of those big freezers for the basement. We got one of those big freezers for the basement, and apparently there's a turkey in there. She's gonna make me 2 goddamn turkeys. She didn't know it yet, because I'm gonna go buy it as soon as I'm done paying my bills, and the rent comes out. I'm gonna go buy a second turkey, and I'm gonna make her cook both, because she didn't do jack and or shit for Thanksgiving. Yeah, you know what? I really do too. Because anytime my wife works in the meat department specifically, so when there's a good sale on meat, she'll give me a text message or a call, and we'll just go over there and buy a shit ton of meat that's got a good deal on it, so that we can take it home and deep freeze it. Especially since I'm on the carnivore diet, it's like the greatest thing ever. It's literally the greatest thing ever to be able to just go grab all that food, walk off with it. Are you done snoring? I don't know if you can hear it, but she is over there snoring like a dragon. Baby girl. Who's your puppers? Yeah, you are snorzing. She doesn't care. She's like, oh, I missed the elevator. Tag nabbit. You know what? There's some ore over here. I'm going to grab that. Oh, did I replace my gloves? I did replace my gloves. Oh. My bracers are not there yet. See, increases the speed of gathering in Shadowlands. There we are. Just to let you guys know what I'm doing. Okay, so when it comes to World of Warcraft, certain items can be enchanted. Enchants by themselves aren't very much. But if, you know, think of it like this. Is it very much DPS on a 2-minute fight? No. Maybe a percentage, maybe 5%. But over a 20-minute fight, it can be a 30 to 40% difference in damage. So in the short term, it isn't very big deal. In the long term, it's an enormous deal. Like you pretty much will not be allowed into raids without certain enchants. And you have to balance out. So if you look at the stats here, see how my master is 32%? Way too high. I need to bring that down and bring my haste up. Critical strike doesn't matter as much as mastery and haste in this case. Haste, I need to be at around 20% before I start raiding. I think I'm going to die through this place. Holy crap, that's a lot of bad guys. So that, I mean, honestly, that's what my thinking here is I really need to lose. My crit is fine. I don't really need that much crit, but it's not going to hurt me either. Oh, I think I'm going to make it. Sweet. Right? It's not going to really hurt me to have 14% crit, but I would much rather have 20, you know, I'd much rather this go down and have 20% haste and bring this down a few points. What this does here is it just makes my spells hit harder and my dots tick harder. My dots are damage over time, and haste is just how fast I cast spells over and over and over again. And you will see real world consequences. Like this should be 6 seconds, but because I have 12% haste, it's 5.35 seconds. I know it's a bit of math. I'm just letting you guys in on my thought process of why I'm doing what I am doing. Am I going the right way? No. Oh my god, tell me this is just killing one person. Sin stones. How do I even get a sin stone? It's down there, apparently. Okay. So how do I get a sin stone? There's one, and I can kill these guys. I'm just hearthing after this. Getting the crap out of here. Sparky, I just realized something. We need to set a day to play No Man's Sky. We got the friend request out, but we have not coordinated. We have not coordinated. That is, I'm gonna blame you. It's your fault. Just because I have enough blame on me right now. I feel like I have enough blame on me right now. I don't know what you're talking about. Yeah, you probably did. You probably did. I've been so wrapped up in a lot of other projects. After 4 p.m. weekends. What time zone are you in? Oh, what, two my time? We could do Thursday afternoon. After Community Day is over, we'll all right, so let's do it that. And you had the 7th of the week. You have the week of the 7th off. We could do it next week then. Hold on. Okay, apparently I cannot bring that up while I'm in combat. That's not good. Hold on though. I think I might have a better time. You said you had next week off. Tuesday. You want to do it Tuesday morning? And we could just play until we're done playing. That way we basically got the whole day. Okay. So let me put it on my schedule. Obviously not the World of Warcraft schedule because that won't mean much. No Man's Sky with Sparky. Starts at 6 a.m. For me, it's 6 a.m. For you, it's 8. So that's what we will do Tuesday. That will be the stream, is we will be playing No Man's Sky. So you're going to have to show me around, because I don't know how to play the game. I still have it downloaded, though. I just don't know how to play it. I don't mind playing other games than World of Warcraft. The beginning of World of Warcraft is usually a whole lot of work. So I always have to remind myself to play something different every once in a while to kind of break up the monotony. I mean, it's fun, and I can't wait for the new stuff to come out. But it's only entertaining to other people that play World of Warcraft. And I'm going to be very honest. Most of the people that are on caffeine seem to can't afford it. At least that's what they say. At least that's what they say. I think there's a difference between can't afford and don't want to afford. Like, I can't afford a new car, but really, I don't want to afford a new car. That's not something. That's not a place I want to put my money. And there comes a server shutdown. Of course. Of course. Rooster section of the galaxy, but we can travel further. I don't know what that means. But we'll find out. We'll find out. I'm excited. I know that there's a lot. I've got to check it this weekend and see if I can get it working with my VR. Cuz like if I can get the signal go to my VR, then that would be fun. I have a flight stick. that I bought for the Star Wars game. I need to go back and play that. The thing's had a couple updates. I need to go back and finish that game. That's actually a pretty fun game. But I need to go back and finish that game. See if I can get this world quest done before the reset happens. Yeah, tonight I'll probably stream, but my guild and I will be doing mythic runs through dungeons. So I'm trying to gear up as much as I can before tonight. Everybody's competing for their spots in the raid. I'm not worried about having a spot in the raid because I'm actually pretty good at DPS. But, you know, I still got to compete for it. Still got to do my thing. Probably. I hope not. I mean, I guess I hate that, like, cuz most of my friends, when they play a game, they don't really give a shit about the storyline. They just care about the PvP. Like Call of Duty. How many people actually play through the storyline before they go to PvP? 90% of those guys go straight to PvP. They don't even give a shit about the storyline. Like that's not even tertiary. They immediately just want to go and start talking shit to people online. I mean that's not like my thing, but so many of my friends, that is the way that they conduct themselves. Is they play games, and I think that's one of the reasons why COD is so good, is because it is the same game every single time with slight differences. Same thing with World of Warcraft. You ever notice that? Like, the most popular games are the exact same games over and over again with just slight differences. The most popular games are like that. Call of Duty, World of Warcraft, I'm trying to think of some others, like Fortnite. Fortnite, same game. But every time there's a slight difference in the game, people flock to it. 7 Days to Die, not a wildly popular game, but people keep flocking to it over and over and over again when they see it, even though it's the same game, but just has a few minor differences to it. They reflock to it every time. Oh, here we go. I don't know what's about to happen, but I think I'm about to drink something that's not going to be good. I don't know what's about to happen though. Oh, look. Okay. Oh, cool. That's okay. We're her thing. That if you finish Star Wars, it unlocks the multiplayer. I do want to do some multiplayer on it. I thought I did some multiplayer on it before, but I could be wrong. The storyline wasn't horrible. Sometimes the explanation on what the computer wanted you to do was horrible. Sometimes the explanation kind of sucked. Alright, let's go hand in the anima, and then we're going to play some 7 Days to Die, I think. While this comes back up. And I need to go to the bathroom. All those things at once. We're going to do all those things at once and be done. Daily reset needs to happen. Weekly reset is what's happening right now. So I'll have a bunch of weeklies and a bunch of things to do today. But, oh, there we go. All right, guys, I will be right back. I'm going to go to the little boy's room, and then we will continue. It's the Zapster. He has decided to grace us with his presence. Oh my goodness. I hear a pupper. Is she moving around? Or did she whine? Sometimes she whines when I leave the room and I close the door behind me. Sometimes she whines. Was she whining? You're... Oh, there she is. Hey, baby. Yeah? I leave you for 5 seconds. Because he had to go to the bathroom. She shook the... Yeah, she's a good girl. She's the bestest puppers. She will tell you. Just ask her. She will tell you what the bestest she is. Especially when it comes to Dad's whoopee. What's up, Zev? I see you in here. Don't think you came in here. Looks like Mike came in for 5 seconds. They still haven't fixed the phone app yet, though. You like literally go in and out, Sparky. All right, so let's see. So World of Warcraft's going to be down for a little bit, and that's fine. I wanted to hop into some 7 Days to Die, but I need a headset for it. You fell asleep? That's funny. Let's go here. Yes, you're a good dog. Just making the adjustments, guys, and we're going to get this party started. And you know what? I kind of want some music, so... Loud. There we go. So let's go here. That's alright, Sarah. I hope you had a good nap, though. Do you feel refreshed and happy? Oh. You know, I kind of am jealous of people that can, like, fall asleep and take a nap. I cannot fall asleep and take a nap. Like, I can close my eyes for for a few minutes, but I cannot, like, stop and take a nap somewhere. Because I will sleep for 8 hours if I do. Oh, good news. I gotta do an update, but there's good news. I am officially over 10 pounds. If I read the scale correctly this morning, I'm sitting at a loss of 15 pounds, actually. And that's the first month. So I gotta do an end of month update. What happened? Did my did it go down? So you guys refresh. What's going on? You pressed the wrong button. Okay, no, I saw you and Zav refresh. What's up, Zav? What you up to, man? I'm waiting for 7 Days to Die to come up. Oh, here we go. There we go. Some music. Turn it all down, but get some music, do some 7 Days to Die, wait for the servers to come back up. She'll only be on about an hour. That's why Tuesday's like a good day to do extra things. What's up, Brax? Welcome back, man. What's up, man? How you doing? How are things going today? Get some 7 Days to Die grind going on right now. Oh. My stomach feels so much better too. But yeah, I'm sitting. I haven't seen the 250s in. Oh boy, I haven't been in the 250s since the beginning of the year. So, I hope to see 240s by the end of December. I hope to see the 240s by the end of December. At that point, I'll start fitting into some of my clothes again. Like it's literally going to open up my wardrobe once I hit around 240ish. My wardrobe doubles basically. Once I hit 220, all of my clothes will fit. Every single one of them will fit again. 2 more for 400. What do you mean? Oh, I had 400 at the end of last week. I literally had 400 at the end of last week, and then either 2 people unfollowed, got banned, or something like that. So I never really much pay attention. Like, I'll tell you something that's kind of irksome to me is when I see titles that's like road to this, road to that, road to, because what happens is it's just a never-ending thing, right? Road to 100, then you hit 100. Okay, well, it's road to 300 now. Okay, you hit 300. It's road to 1,000. Okay, now you hit 1,000. Oh, it's road to 2,000 now. Like, it doesn't mean anything. If at 100 followers, I have 12 concurrent people watching me, and at 500 followers, I have 12 concurrent people watching me, there's no difference. There's no difference. Right? You can make a bunch of fake accounts. I can get to 1,000 right now. Like, I bet you I could go and talk to Shade and a few other guys that have like 5 accounts on Caffeine and just have them all follow me. So that's the thing is I never really much pay attention to how many followers. Like, I enjoy getting followed. But I never really pay much attention to exactly how many followers I have. Like, I'll do something where it's like, hey, thanks guys. I mean, I'm glad that people appreciate the content, but I'm more concerned about how many people watch me than about how many people follow me. Does that make sense? Zav, were you not following me? You're like one of the primary people that come in here. You're like one of the people that like almost never misses a stream. How were you not following me? I unfollowed everyone. Oh, okay. Like, I want to follow, not because people follow me, but because people enjoy the content and they want to come back. Can't remember where we were at. I'm just going around making sure I have enough 9mm ammo and everything. Okay. I got this big-ass sniper rifle right now. Alright, looks like those are all filled up. Is 138 a 7th day? Usually the only time my ammo and those things are full is because there's a 7th day really close. I thought I just had a 7th day. So we might be in for a treat. No, I got 2 days. It's not until 140. Cat's up. Cat's up and said hi to everybody on the Discord server. If you guys want to jump on Discord server, say hi to him back. Just saw that pop up. Are these wired up? Yeah, it looks like I was ready for the 7th day. It is still 2 days away though. Ooh, I should probably make this block on. I guess that really doesn't matter as much. Let's see. We're gonna go. Actually, we're gonna go upstairs and we're gonna fly to some of the. We're gonna do some flying to a couple of the traders. No, I got you. So yeah, that happens. That happens a bit too. Like what Zav says, sometimes people just unfollow everybody, or something like that. Like that's another reason why I just don't really pay attention to the follows. I'm more concerned about how many guys come. Like the fact that like Sarah, you know, well, we got Brax, Zav, Sarah, and Sparky. I mean, we always have just Jake and Fargas here because they have that stuff like running in the background of their computer, so that watch for watch thing. That's something they love to do, to kind of pump up other people. But yeah, you never know what happens. Like Dementia. Every once in a while, I would get a random unfollow, and it was no shit most of the time Dementia being banned. For the first little while, it was most of the time Dementia was getting banned for something. Like that boy has been either temporarily banned or permanently banned so many times. Do we have any bullets? We got a lot of casings. We got a shit ton of this, but do we have any bullets?
You made it now. You made it now. You in the big leagues now. They watching you now.
How many can I make? We'll make as many as we can. How much ammo do I have? It's not a horrible amount. Might have to spread it out some, but I can make some more 7.62. I can make some more 7.62. This buckshot. I think I'm gonna make some more 7.62 though. The HP. Yeah. So we need to go get some lead. We'll go try to buy some from a couple of the traders. I think I know what happened is I was trying to do a level 5 and I died. I mean, I think that was the last time I played. I think the last time I played, I was doing a level 5 and I died. That's funny. That means that all of the shit that was in here is in here. Yep. Okay. Grab you. You. Don't need that. Should probably do some of these.
You made it now. You can go wherever you want to go from here.
All right.
Watching you now. This is where you make it permanent. This is where you make it.
You know, I remember this speech this guy gave. I can't believe that these guys put it into music. He was giving a speech to a bunch of people who had just like walked into, you know, they were like the top of their classes, and they walked in like 6-7 figure jobs, and he was like, look, you know, you're here, you made it, now what can you do? Like a lot of companies, to keep their people humble, they have motivational speakers come in and be like, yeah, you're something special, but now what do you have? Now what do you have, right? It's like that attitude. It's like, now what do you have? I never enjoyed that much. Actually, let's look at the form downstairs. That, and that. What's in here? Okay. Let's put some of these things away in here. There we go. Alright, what is this one? Strange note. Let's read this. Go kill some bear zombies. Sounds legit. Let's go kill some bear zombies. Alright, we're gonna do that. Let's go this. Don't need this to kill bear zombies. Don't need that, that. Scrap that. Open. Alright, which way are we going? Where are the bear zombies? Got a treasure map that goes over there, so we should go do the treasure map first. So we'll fly here first and do the treasure map first. Then we'll go kill some bear zombies. Should be this way. And then I guess I just gotta go find some bear zombies, it looks like. Like, there's no spot. I just gotta go find some bears and kill some bear zombies. Okay. We'll try to do that too. Oh, okay. Woo! I was scared there for a second. So, now that we got a few other people, Zav, Brax, I have a question. What are your plans for the holidays? Anybody have anything special? I don't really have much. I don't know what's going to happen this year, to be honest. Seems like all the plans that I wanted to do just kind of fell apart. Does anybody have anything special? No, I kind of wanted to go. I don't know. I don't know what I should do. What should I do? Honestly, I just want to go on a cruise, but I don't want to leave my job for a little while. I want them to recover from having to cover for me every weekend for the past 6 months. I don't want them to worry, at least for 6 or 7 months, I don't want them to have to worry about covering my shift on the weekend for a few months. Right, because the Army kind of screwed that up a bit. Right, and I don't want to go from them having that kind of problem to... Are you serious? So I'm probably going to not take some vacation time for the next 6 months. I'm gonna have so much sand after this. Where's the hole? Okay, it's over here. Pick it. There we go. And we can open this up. I wonder what's in there. I'm always so excited to open these stupid things up because it's like randomized stuff. The only thing that's consistent is there's usually a decent amount of money. Now there's just this big ass gaping hole in the middle of the road. I did not do that. Do not tell the mayor. Oh shit, it did? Okay. It did. see. Oh, shoot. You said it over on YouTube. Oh, my God. I need to pay attention to that more. All right, no, I see you over on the other one. Hold on, give me a second. Oh, that's pretty good. There we go. Now we're back. I really need to monitor. Also sent it on caffeine. Yeah, I see you. Looks like you sent. Yeah, it didn't come over on caffeine. Like I couldn't even tell that you guys left. Yeah, this is why. Like, and I tried to get them to diagnose this shit, and they just tell me we don't support third-party apps. So, I mean, when they have that attitude where it's like, hey, I have this problem, and they say, and the only answer I get is we don't support third-party apps. Well, shit. You know, honestly, that's where I sit at too. It's kind of like, well, you know, and like I said, I got nothing but love for caffeine, but if they don't start fixing some of these things, I'm gonna have to leave just due to, oh man, it's, you know, it's not a fun viewing for you guys, right? A wild nugget appears. Nuggets back. Ooh, hey, Wild Nugget is here. I mean, it really sucks because, like I said, most of the people who watch me on caffeine. But what do I do when their own team isn't willing to work with me because I'm using a third party app because they won't support any relevant. Right? Oh, jeez. Yeah, stay down. Bad zombos. Somebody's here. There we go. But yeah, there we go. Sarah came in and left. Hopefully Sarah comes back. Are you serious? You know what? You're not even worth it. Nugget's back! There we go. Oh, hey, look, ammo. You might have to leave soon. That's alright. We'll sell that. We'll sell that. I just saw this and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna go through it. World of Warcraft mostly, but the servers went down. So we're grinding out some 7 days a day. You're probably gonna grind out some Destiny 2. Nice. Destiny 2 has been doing amazing things lately. That's for sure. They've really seemed to up their game. It seems like when it comes to Destiny. Like, I'm not a Destiny 2 fan, but it does seem like they did some good jobs. So my dog ate something she wasn't. Ooh! You know, dogs do that. Let's just face it. Dogs always eat like the weirdest things. Ooh, wait. Did you keep the Lego head? She ate the remote? Oh my god, she ate the remote. And she ate the remote. Oh my god. What? Fuck your TV. Fuck your TV, ho. Fuck your TV, ho. This bitch thinks that she's gonna watch TV instead of petting me. I'll show her. That's horrible. That's horrible. That's horrible. You're not gonna play A plus, no remote. Where will we find some zombie bears? We need to kill 3. Oh, yeah. I need to clean it up a little bit, but I like this angle a bit better. I mean, I need to be better at keeping it clean. But I like the angle a bit better. That's for sure. Ooh. You like the angle, or you think that I should go back to the old one? I got a control arm, so I can position it where I want. So my camera has a control arm on it. Yeah, before it had to like get something going on my what's that? I had to like put something on my on one of the screens, so time to do what Dementia would do. Oh, you're trying to get banned? He excels at that. That and pissing Ben off. He excels at pissing Ben off too. Did you download it, Tesla? You know, I probably have to unload it soon. I have no idea. Oh, that's where they're coming from. Haha. What's up, Kayla? Thanks for the follow, my man. I'll probably get demonetized first thing because I'm playing music on YouTube. That's okay, I don't make any money off it. It looks like a raid zombie. You're right, it does. It's just all that zombie is, it's radiated. That means that it has more health, and if you leave it unattended, it will gather health faster. So like the zombies repair themselves after a while. It is cafe, thank you. But yeah, unfortunately, well, all my stuff gets uploaded to YouTube afterwards. All my stuff gets uploaded. So, Kayla, all my stuff gets uploaded to YouTube after I'm done streaming. And if they will, like, I literally showed them, they have an automated system. If there's music in your stream, they will immediately copyright claim it and give any money gained by that play to those people. Gen Z. Oh, you know what? Actually, oh Jesus, hold on. I'm gonna cheese it a little bit because that was an honest mistake. All right. So actually, if you hit the about page, yeah, right. If you hit the about, if you click on my icon, you hit the about, you'll see links to my YouTube. My Discord. I forget what's there. It's my YouTube, my Discord, and my Patreon. What's up, Automatic Quinn? How you doing today? But yeah, you will see. Oh yeah, and then yeah, once you get into the Discord, it gives you links to like everywhere else. It gives you links to anywhere I have a presence, right? All right, cool. So yeah, like there's a lot of things that I do. I like to put up my highlights from the week's streams up on YouTube at the end of the week. Anything I think's funny or stupid little stories or whatnot, I do a quick edit and then I put them all into one video on YouTube at the end of the week. That's real fun. People seem to really enjoy that. Sometimes it's really good and sometimes it's really bad. Oh shoot. Big Mama! No Big Mama. No Karen. Bad Karen. Big Mama. Big Mama and Karen. Oh. She's gone. There we go. But yeah, like YouTube is very scared of the music industry. Or Google. Google is very, very, very scared of the music industry. Like, there's a reason why Twitch is willing to ban their biggest people over DMCA strikes. Because what happens is every single play of a copyrighted, like none of the music I play on stream is copyrighted. They're all from this place called Dubstep Group, and on their page they literally have, this is free use. We're not copyright. We're not claiming copyright. Literally says that on their YouTube page and on their Steam page. Right? So I play that music. But YouTube still flags it. You can after the fact. You can after the fact. But you lose all the money you would have gained on that stream. And honestly, people don't generally watch 4-hour streams after the fact. I thought there was more than just one. Oh, there it is. But yeah, I mean, they'll do it after the fact. So you either watch me live, and honestly, nobody really watches me live on YouTube. Like, most of the people watch me over on Caffeine. Every once in a while, I get 1 or 2 people watch me on Trovo. And there was a day that I had like 12 viewers on Twitch. I have no idea what happened. I have not played Days Gone. I play a lot of horror games, but I have not played Days Gone. I don't like messing with spiders. They break legs. I do caffeine shits. I do if caffeine shits itself. Yeah, I mean, a lot of people will go over. Like, I think I streamed to YouTube, Twitch, and Trovo the other day, and I forgo. I just didn't stream to caffeine, and I still had people like following me. You know, people were like, "Hey, how come you're over here? You're not on caffeine." Honestly, caffeine's kind of a pain in the butt to stream to because trying to make it work is a bit of a pain. Trying to make it work is a bit of a pain. Because caffeine's not very compatible with a lot of different third party. Like, they're only compatible with very, very, very few things. What's Phasmophobia? Phasmophobia? Oh, wow, that's a fun game. Phasmophobia, I would encourage you to look it up. It is a game that you are a ghost hunter, and so you go into houses with like EMF readers and you go into houses with like EMF readers and all sorts of things to hunt ghosts, and you're trying to hunt and find out what the ghost is. You're trying to find out what the ghost is before it kills you. It's a really fun game. What's up, Goku? Goku Gold. How you doing, man? See, now people are starting to come out. That's the problem. Nobody was awake. Totally the problem. How you doing today? You hear that? There's some bad guys upstairs. Or you know what? It could still be World of Warcraft. World of Warcraft doesn't have much of a following on caffeine. It seems like to me. World of Warcraft does not have a big following on caffeine. And it seems like you have to become. Some of us have to get up. Hey, you know what? You're adulting. Don't apologize for adulting. Oh, it's a cross. Okay, I was wondering why there was a light right here. It's sponsored by Cat. But yeah, I mean, it isn't sponsored, so Caffeine's application has to, like, they have to be allowed to basically become a mod on a video game. They have to become a modification to the video game itself, right? In order to work on a specific video game. And if you want to stream a video game that doesn't have that program on it, then you have to use OBS, but you have to use OBS Caffeine, but now it's not supported by Caffeine. It's an older, out-of-date OBS, so it doesn't work anymore. So if you want to use anything that's like made for streaming, like OBS Streamlabs or holy crap, hold on. Like OBS Streamlabs or some of the other third-party apps, they technically don't work. Like right now I'm using OBS Streamlabs. Technically it's not supposed to work with Caffeine, but there's a way around it that I found. There's a way around it that I fool the computer into thinking a portion of it is a video game that is supported by Caffeine, so it recognizes it and tries to play it. It has a tendency to crash a lot. And I mean, you know, if you're somebody that's trying to stand out as a content creator, it does have a tendency to kind of limit what you can do. Right? Because a lot of the things that are being pushed right now are going to be some of these, you know, things like the caffeinated is caffeinated. Everybody uses caffeinated, right? If you go into a caffeine stream and you follow and or you give a donation and there's a little thing that pops up saying thank you for the follow or whatever, they're using, and that's on caffeine, they're using a program called Caffeinate. Caffeinate is generally a really cool program. If anything goes wrong with it, you have no recourse. Caffeine doesn't support it. Caffeine doesn't support it, and they will not help you troubleshoot it at all. They will not help you troubleshoot at all, and that's frustrating. To be honest, it's frustrating. It's not a deal killer. It's just frustrating, right? It's just one of those where it's like, you know, can you help? Can you open up? Because it seems to be a problem with a company that you have no choice to do business with, and it seems like an easy fix, right? They don't want to fix it. They don't want to fix it. I don't know what they're putting their resources into. When it comes to caffeine, I guess most of the resources are going into URL, which is fine. I feel like the gamers though have been left entirely behind, and all the resources are going to the urban battle league. It's the one platform that shows so much promise. It really is like the one platform on here, because having the interaction, being able to see people's names and having the instantaneous interaction is really nice. But honestly, if you guys go over to Trovo right now, like if you go to my Discord, look at the Trovo, okay? It's pretty much the same thing, except that it looks more like Twitch. Yeah, but I mean, you get the same thing. It's not quite as fast as caffeine, but it's almost instantaneous. Like, there's no lag when I am streaming to Trovo. Right? It's maybe half a second longer. Like, go over to Trovo, say something. It's in that, you know where it is. You know it's in my links. If you go over to Trovo, say something. I'll almost immediately see it. Trovo shows a lot of promise too, and it is easier to stratify by game. Like, you can search by game in Trovo. The only thing I don't like about Trovo is there's zero discoverability. Again, there's zero discoverability. Same problem as Twitch. Zero discoverability. I think the bear den is in here. There's a bear den in here. We can get this. Might be able to get this thing done. What was that? Oh shit! It's trying to eat me! Ah! Oh. Batter up! Holy shit. That thing flew far. Yep, I knew it. I knew it. Okay. We're gonna land on the top. We're gonna land on top. We're gonna land on top. Right there. Ah! Yes. Yeah, I mean, if you watch me on Trovo, you'll see, like, it's not like YouTube where it's like you know, almost a minute long in a delay. It's much more like caffeine is. I mean, these are small gripes. I still enjoy streaming on caffeine. I just need You know what I'm saying? I need a few of these things to be fixed in order to... I would like to see them be invested in the people that are streaming. I'm not seeing the investment. Right? I can do what I can do. I can be on all the social media platforms. I can push my product. I can try to grow myself, but I don't see a push for them to grow. Is what I think. I think the long and the short of it is that I don't see them trying to push anything either. So if they don't believe in their product, why would I believe in the product? Here comes the bear. Whoa, whoa. Oh, shit. They're not zombie bears? They're not zombie bears? I don't know. I don't know because I don't know the inner workings. Like, I don't have... I personally do not have a link or somebody that I can text message, email, etc. inside of Caffeine to know what's going on inside of Caffeine. Right? So I wouldn't know if they're overstaffed or understaffed. I know that they're not getting... I know from publicized data that they're not giving, like again, I'll go back to Trovo. One of the things that's attractive about Trovo is the fact that they're getting about 2 million views a month. 2.5 million views a month. Okay. 2.5. Caffeine gets about 500,000 views. So people come in and see Caffeine. The amount of people is 500,000 a month. Trovo is years younger. Years younger. And has 5 times the traffic. Trovo is years younger and has 5 times the traffic. And I'm not trying to talk bad. I'm not trying to talk bad about Caffeine. Caffeine, I think, is a better platform than Trovo. In my opinion, Caffeine has more to offer. That I'm glad you asked. This is what I think. Okay, let me take this off for a second, so I'm not yelling this. So let's go. Okay. We're going to do some comparisons. Okay? Intermission. All right. Here is Trovo. Okay? This is familiar to people. This looks familiar, right? I have, first thing, I have all of my, let's put this over here so you can see this. I have the chat in sequence. So I know, like, if this guy who jumped in here said, yo, and then somebody said hello back, I know exactly who that person's talking to. Or they might be able to at them, but, you know, if it's a little bit later, but they would be able to at them, okay? When I look at the home page, okay, it looks familiar, right? It looks like a Twitch replay. I think they should change this up, right? So let's look at Twitch TV. TCH. Twitch.tv. Okay, let's look at Twitch. Okay, here's Twitch. All right, I see all the people I follow on this side, and then I see recommendeds, right? And then I see popular, right? It's this is the way it's laid out. Trovo, obviously a clone. Obviously a clone. So first thing is, I think they should change this up a bit. But people like familiarity. They can make it kind of like this. But now let's look at caffeine. Hold on. Let's go back here. Let's look at caffeine. Okay. This is a wildly, they immediately stand out, all right? Entertainment gaming. This is one of the key things. If I want to watch, I'm a World of Warcraft player. I want to watch World of Warcraft. I come over here, I go to browse. I find World of Warcraft, the game I want to watch. Then I find somebody I like to watch. I might want to watch her. Yes. Yeah. I might want to watch her. I might want to watch him. I'm like, oh, you know what? He looks kind of cool. Look, I level 182. That's pretty high. Bam, Death Knight. Click on him. Okay. Same thing with Trovo. Go here, games. Bam. I can pick from a plethora of games and find somebody I want to watch. Immediately. Immediately find somebody I want to watch. Caffeine. I mean, and if I can't find the game I'm looking for, if I cannot find the game I'm looking for, I can go like here. Phasmophobia. Bam. I want to watch Phasmophobia. I can search it. Big deal. I'm getting into this game. I want to watch somebody play it. I want to see how someone else plays it. I want to find somebody that's interesting to play this game. Okay. Caffeine. So then, now I can't look up Phasmophobia. Right? I just find creators. Which is great if I already know the creator that I want to find. All right? Then we have to look at the rest of this. I don't know who any of these guys like. These are people I'm watching. I watch, but I don't know what he's doing. I don't know what this guy's doing. Do I even want to watch what they're doing? I don't know, because there's not enough information, right? Then you've got these big names who never are on, right? When was the last time Drake was on here? Does he even talk about this? I think the last time he talked about caffeine was February. Okay. Then I can go down here and I can see 4 games. How many? Yeah, Ohmwrecker? When was the last time Ohmwrecker did anything? Right. But how many? So then I go here. Like, I'm playing 7 Days to Die. Do you see 7 Days to Die here? Anywhere? No. So I can pick from entertainment or gaming. I can click gaming. That means that I have to click through. See there, now you can find 7 Days to Die. That's if I'm looking for 7 Days to Die. Right? And you probably just see, you don't even see me. You don't even see, I'm playing 7 Days to Die right now, and you don't even see me. I'm not even there. This is the problem. The whole problem. The website's confusing. Like, if I want to just search urban battle rap, most of the traffic that comes to caffeine is urban battle rap. URL. There's a channel, right? But I couldn't go and find the specific, right, a specific type. These are the problems. The user interface of caffeine is shit. There's no way around it. People come here, they take a look at this, and they're like, I don't know any of these people, and leave. Like, the caffeine is made for somebody, the makeup is for somebody who's already famous. Streaming here. Then their search engine is great. I can just go Drake, because I want to watch that individual. Bam, there he is. Very first one. Right? Too easy. If I already know the creator, caffeine is great. If I don't already know the creator and I'm just going through here, this is confusing. I don't even know if it's the game I want to watch. I can't even search by game because I can't even, and the way they could fix this, right? Right here. Let me show you my channel again. So I'm mislabeled. I will be going back to World of Warcraft, but I can go here. Or hold on, I can go to my channel. I know what game I am playing. I can edit 7 day. Oh. Hold on, there you go. 7 days. It's lagging. That's my computer. 7 days to die. I can go click, save. I'm now in the correct category. I am now in the correct category. Can I do that on caffeine? No. No, I cannot do that on caffeine. Doesn't allow me. There's literally, oh, I just went, oh. And then there's that. and then there's the fact that it keeps goddamn crashing. Right? And then there's the fact, like right now, I can look at myself on Twitch. I can adjust my content. I can make the label whatever I want it to be. Right? You have, these are the things that I want from caffeine. You have, these are the specific things that I want from caffeine. You have, these are the minimum things that I want from caffeine. At minimum. You have, I want to be able to search by video game. I want or by genre. By video game. Or by genre. Or by genre. I want my chat to be in sequence. I have to do it myself. My chat to be in sequence. I want my chat to be in sequence. Okay. I want my chat to be in sequence. I want to be able to label my game. I want to be able to label my game. I want to be able to label my game. These are the very specific things that I want. These are the very specific things that I want. I want to be able to tell the program what game I want to be able to tell the program what game I want to be able to. I would be happy. Tell the program what game I would be content. I don't want them to be a Twitch lookalike. I don't want them. I love the fact that they do not look anything like Twitch. I love that. They do not. I love the fact that when you come here, but there's certain things that you need to have attached to any website. Like these are basics for every website. To be able to search correctly. To be able to search correctly. Right? That's not a lot to ask. Right? I don't feel like it is. Right? I don't feel like it is. Like it's got a good community. It's got a nice program. There's some glitches, but okay. There's a lot of glitches with there's some glitches, but I'll put up with those. But not being able to do what I need to do. Not being able to do what I need to do. Not being able Yeah. I mean, yeah, it really isn't like the front page really isn't that great. It really isn't like the layout needs to be wildly changed. Like they just got from this year alone. Like they just got an extra $121 million from this year alone. And I'm wondering where the fuck that money is. Because it didn't go into the website. It didn't go into the program. Because it didn't go into their application. That's for sure. Because it didn't go into their application. It didn't go into either one of those things. It didn't go into the website. You can see there's nothing changed. It didn't go. Nothing has changed. You can see there's nothing. This is the same it has looked since I've joined since I started looking up caffeine in 2016. It's the exact same as caffeine in 2016. It's the exact same. No difference. Caffeine in 2016. They're not trying new things to see what works and what doesn't work. They're not trying new things to see what works and what doesn't work. They're not trying new things. Well, maybe they're trying to do that. I don't know. Like if I was sitting back as a software, as a technician myself, if I was sitting back as a technician, okay? So the company that I'm with, I went through and I Googled them and I took a look at them. Because when you start to move up in a company that's small, when you their stock prices, if they are public, their stock prices and what they're doing becomes very and what they're doing becomes very this website is not going up in traffic. This website, it is leveled out. Not going up in traffic. This website, it is leveled out. This going up in traffic. Straight up in traffic. This going up in traffic. These guys get millions and millions and millions of views. These guys get like 950 million views a month. These guys get like 2 million views a month. These guys get 2 million. 500,000. These guys get like. Here's the industry leader. 500,000. These guys get like. Here's the industry. Here's the new kid on the block. Here's the industry. Here's the new kid on seriously came out at the end of last year, something like ridiculous like that. Hasn't been out 2 years. At the end of last year. New kid on the block. Ridiculous like that. Hasn't been out 2 years. At the end of last year. New kid on the block. Ridiculous like been live since 2016. New kid on the block. Been live since 2016. 500,000 views a month. That's all they've gone. 500,000 views a month. That's all they've gone. And it's the UI. That's all in my opinion, and it's the UI. I'm willing to bet. In my opinion, it's the UI. And it's the UI. I'm willing to bet because these guys are getting more click-throughs. I'm willing to bet, and they're younger. These guys are getting more. These guys are getting more click-throughs, and they're younger. And what I mean by that, because I sat and I looked, I was watching Ben Woodward when he was looking at the stats. This place gets like 5 clicks when he was looking per viewer, where this place gets like 2 per viewer. So this gets half. So what happens is when somebody comes to this website, they click here. Then they click back. This website, they click here, and then they leave. Then they click back. This website, they click here. They click there, they click back, and then they leave. They click like one creator. Watch back for about 2 minutes. They click like and then bounce off the website. Watch back for about 2 minutes. They click like and then bounce off the website. Watch back for about 2 minutes. They click like and then bounce off the website. Watch back for about 2 minutes. I mean, this is my specific. Frustration. This is my specific with cafe frustration. I love that it's not like the good thing is interaction's great. I love that it's not the interaction with you guys. Interaction. Damn, 10 out of 10. Instantaneous messaging. 10 out of 10. Being able to see who jumps in here. I love that. Being able to see who jumps in out and out. I love that. That is the greatest. That is so cool. That is. They're looking for a VP. That is so cool. Holy crap. They're looking for a VP. That is so. So they got a huge turnover. They're looking for a VP. That is so. So they got a huge turnover. They're looking for a VP. That is so. So they got a huge turnover. They're looking for a VP. But I mean, you get what I'm saying, right? It is. You get what I'm saying, right? The software. So. Getting back to the software engineers. If I was a software engineer, I'm a technician. I wouldn't want to work for Cal. If I was a software engineer, I'm a technician because they've leveled out. They're not going upwards. The company that I work for has been showing a profit year over year for the past 5 years straight. In fact, they just got done acquiring a new company. In fact, they just got done acquiring. And they just hit several mile markers. They just hit. And they seem to be acquiring more and more companies as they go. And they seem to. They have given us profit sharing for the past 2 years, every couple of months, profit sharing. We have met thresholds for profit sharing every couple of months. For profit sharing. And their staff is 127 and their staff is 127 small company. Their staff they do great work. Small company. I'm not saying that they're and they go above and beyond like their customers. Some of their customers don't realize this, and they go above and beyond like their customers. Some of their customers like how many VoIP services work on how many VoIP services like how many of you guys have a technician in your company and something happens on a Saturday and you can't do shit about it because the tech guy won't be in on you can't do shit about it because I am the weekend technician for the company. I am literally the guy that is there just in case you go down on a Saturday or something. That is there just in 12 hours you go down on a Saturday or something. Go above and beyond. 12 hours you go down on a Saturday or something. Go above and beyond. 12 hours you go down on a Saturday or something. Go above and beyond. 12 hours you go down. Above and beyond. Go above and beyond. It's just one of those things that and what I'm not seeing from caffeine is that. And what I'm not seeing from caffeine is that above and beyond yet. What I'm not seeing from caffeine, like I'm not trying to talk bad. What I'm not seeing from caffeine, like I'm not trying. These are genuine criticisms. Like that I have. These are genuine criticisms, genuine frustrations, and I think little things that should have been addressed within the first couple of years of being put out within the first couple of years could have been addressed at any moment. It does not take. They can literally go and download a frame program to be able for me to come in here and search by World of Warcraft, to be able for me to come in here or Fortnite or Phasmophobia or Anthem or Fortnite, or they could literally do that or Fortnite. Literally. I'm still here, but these are things. This is the reason why they have several partners who are now streaming. Right? They now have several partners who are now streaming on YouTube and Twitch and Trovo. A lot of people are leaving. A lot of partners are leaving. A lot of people are leaving. A lot of partners are leaving. A lot of people are leaving. Right? Because it looks good. This is familiar. This is familiar because it looks good. And what I don't want is to be on a Twitch lookalike. I love that caffeine's not a Twitch lookalike, but you don't have to be a lookalike and say, okay, what are the basics? Lookalike. I love that caffeine's not a Twitch lookalike. But they do. You can email them at what are the basics? Support at caffeine.tv. They do. You can email. I've tried it. Okay, what are the basics? Support at I put it in the suggestion box in I've tried it. I did put it into the suggestion box at the I put it in the suggestion box Discord. Let me see. I've tried it. I did put it into the suggestion box at okay. So they have a caffeine Discord, and they have a suggestion and community support page. Okay, I have put it several times in here. In fact, I'm not the only one. And they have a suggestion. I'm not the only one. Support page. Okay, I have put it several times in here. In fact, I'm not the only one. And they have a suggestion. I'm not the only one. Game of telephone ever. I'm not the only one. Several times in here. In fact, I'm not. Then you have the community support, where if you have an issue or a problem, this is where they will tell you they don't support third-party apps. I'm not the only one. Several times in here. In fact, then you have the community support, where if you have an issue that or over email. This is where they will tell you they don't support that or over email. Then you have the community support, where if you have an that or over email, right? Some of it's problems that you can fix that have been ran into before. But I mean, if I was a technician looking for a new job, some of it's problems that you can fix that have been ran into before. I wouldn't want to work for that. I mean, if I was a technician looking for a new job, some of it's problems that you can fix that have been I got 3. I would. Yeah, I know, right? I mean, so this is me streaming on Twitch. Honestly, I don't get any visits. Yeah, no, right? I do like the panels. Yeah, that's this one's a smaller gripe. Honestly, I don't get any visits. But let's say I go to Kiddo. I do like right. Let's say I go to Kiddo. Yeah, that's and I click on his thing. Look how small this about is. Let's say I go to Kiddo.
Or not to check, but like pass it or looking for the body. He saw you. That's from when you. From there, you went to comms because you got called. Or not to check, but like, and from there, that's when you're saying he saw you. But that's the case. From there, you couldn't kill comms off. That's comms.
You even
from there, that's
Yeah, I
when you
got it,
saw
but I'm
you.
saying
Right,
it's absolute
Trovo?
source crap.
Trovo, bam.
mean,
On
nobody,
my Twitter, on my
like,
Facebook, my
there
Discord, and
weren't four
YouTube.
Yeah, I
people
All
got
you
it,
gotta do
but I'm
is
saying
click
it's
it
absolute
was
Trovo,
source
three
crap.
of us.
Trovo,
Nobody,
bam. On my
me,
Twitter,
and you.
on my
Like, and I
Facebook,
would have to say,
bam.
what? Four
Yeah, I
people
got
Or
it,
look
watching
up
but
on
I'm
this.
saying
click
it's
Trovo,
absolute source crap.
Probably will. Nobody, me, and you. Like, and I would have to say,
bam. Can you do
what?
that as
I mean,
copy?
you believe him
Nope.
probably because you both
You better
are
hope you know how
imposters.
to copy and paste.
Yeah, let's do that.
Can you do that as
I mean,
copy?
you believe him
Nope.
probably
You know what I'm
because you
saying? You
both
better
are
hope you know
I
how
imposters.
voted
to
for
copy and paste.
Yeah, let's do that.
I mean, you believe
He was
him
on call
Yeah,
probably
and
someone.
because you
oh my
both.
gosh.
Why you trying to act? It's Indra and Sunshine.
Like I look
Trying to
way
act.
better
I mean, you
on. What's
believe
up,
him
Mr.
He was on
Man?
call
I
someone.
look
Why
honestly
you trying to
Yeah,
act?
then
It's
just saw
Indra and
cat
Sunshine. I
when
mean,
he was
Indra's
the
backing
YouTube, the way
Sunshine.
that YouTube streams it. I look
Yeah,
way
but
better.
Indra, but that's
Why
the
you
thing.
trying to
Then
act?
just
It's
saw
Indra.
Sunshine
I
calling
mean,
you out.
Indra's
Indra had
backing
tabs.
Sunshine. But I'm
I
not
had
the
not.
imposter. That's the point.
Yeah, but
Right.
yeah, no, I am. But like,
Like I said,
Sunshine
is
yeah, I'm
I
the
don't
imposter.
need that. I
Sunshine
don't
calling
want
you out.
that
Indra had
backing
tabs.
Sunshine.
to
But I'm
be
not the
a
imposter. That's the point.
Yeah, but
right.
no, I am. But like,
Like I said, Twitch is its own thing.
yeah, I'm
I
the
know
imposter.
they're not doing that great. I don't want right, but some of the things that there is some of the things that they need. Let me see. Let's take a look. It's probably because I got so many tabs open right now. Honestly. Yeah, I mean it's not that laggy. It's probably just because I'm loading up a bunch of tabs. Well, here I'll close this one, and this one. That'll help. But I mean, you know, right now, if you wanted to look at my stuff, you have to click here. You have to copy and paste this, right? Copy, paste, and then it comes up. Okay. Right. By the way, that's my merch. I think it looks cool. But if I go over here to Trova, or let's go to Twitch, and I go back to my my channel, and if I go back to my channel, I can go bam, visit my merch store. And if I go back to my channel, I can go bam, visit my merch store. The less actions, I can go bam, visit my merch store. The fewer actions between your viewers, the fewer and what they have to do to get you on. Let's see, I live your with viewers. I live with the echo. And what they have to do to get you on. Let's see, I live your viewers. I live with the echo. And what they have to do to get you on. I don't remember if I posted on Twitter or not. You'd have to look at my Twitter feed. I try to post things on Twitter. I suck at Twitter. I really suck at Twitter. Honestly, most of my Twitter things on Twitter. I suck at Twitter. Like Twitter is like a place to go get porn or watch people hate each other. Like Twitter is like a place to go get porn. Or watch people hate each other. Oh, hold on. Yeah, I'm sorry, guys. Let me. Let me mute these. Oh, hold on. Yeah, I didn't even think of that. Let me mute these. Oh, hold on. Yeah, I didn't even think of that. There we go. And Trovo. Yeah, okay, Trovo is muted. Oh shit, I didn't even think of that. But yeah, I mean, you just get what I'm saying, right? Is you need like clickable tabs. If this application was out last year or 2 years ago, I would say it's fair that they don't have it. But this one's been out for 4 or 5 years now. In fact, let's look. When did TV launch? No, it was out before 2018. It was out before then. So this is here's the enemy. No, wait. What company owns? Yeah, Fox owns caffeine. See how many. It was out. The beta was out before then because there were stories from back in 2016 for these guys. But I think the official launch was that. Well, okay, so let's compare that to Trovo. Trovo launched this year. Trovo launched this year and has all these things that I'm describing. Trovo launched this year and has all the things that I'm describing. Trovo launched this website, launched this year, has clickable links, a way to have my videos if I want to, in sequence chat, and I'm able to, hey, I want to watch Phasmophobia, bam, I can type in Phasmo, comes up. Trovo launched this year. In fact, just a couple months ago. It just recognizes the program. It recognizes the game that you're playing, and then it uses whatever camera you have attached. Like, it's very, very, very minimal. The way that Caffeine is supposed to be streamed is very minimal. There's no notifications. There's no follow notifications, donor notifications. Like, it just sort of comes up. But there's nothing on. It's not supposed to be on stream. Their thought process is extreme minimalistic. Camera, video game, or camera, whatever you're watching, you. That's it. That's all it really actually has. I swear to God, I am not out of that. But that's what they mean to be. And it's fine for them to be minimalistic, right? It's fine. I love the thought of it being minimalistic. Let's end this. I love the thought of them being a minimalistic platform. I love that paradigm. I love the paradigm. We want to be as minimalistic as possible. Okay, that's fair. Being minimalistic is fair. It's okay. I'm not upset. You can be minimal and still give me an ability to search by game. No. I mean, we're going to keep going for at least 45 more minutes. Just the way that, just talking about the UI, the user interface when it comes to Caffeine. Like, but you can be minimalistic and still have a way to search for game, still have an in-sequence chat, right? And still have clickable buttons. That is minimalistic. Yeah, and that's another thing. It's like, that's nice because it has some discoverability, right? Which is great. Yeah. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about what we were talking about, Nugget, was the ability to search by video game. The ability to search by video game. Right? The ability to have clickable buttons instead of having to copy and paste links out of my about page. Let me show you again. Trovo launched this year. Here's my page. Okay? Trovo launched this year. Here's my page. It's lagging behind right now. Okay? Check this out. I have my Twitter, my Facebook, my Discord, and my YouTube. All you got to do is click one. Now let's look at Caffeine. Here's the chat. Okay? If I want to do something, I have to click on here, and then I have to highlight this, then I have to copy, then I have to come over here, open a new tab, paste it. So that is how many clicks? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 clicks. Yeah, and you can't even copy and paste it. 7 clicks just to get to my Patreon. Okay? If I go over here to Trovo and I want to get to my Facebook, I click it. How many is that? 1. 1 click. That's it. One. Bam. My Facebook. Look, my engagements are up. 1 click. That's all. You see what I'm saying is the idea when it comes to programs, the fewer clicks between, if you want to encourage a user to use a certain thing, you need as few actions between the user and that thing as possible. And it's a finite. Like if I went over here and I had Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, Discord, Patreon, merch, and like let's say it's 50 long, that's too long. But keeping it to 6 or 7 with these cute little symbols, I love these symbols. These symbols are great. Right? And again, let's go over here to Twitch. I want to see my YouTube. Bam, click. YouTube. Oh, look, this guy has a YouTube. He's very underfollowed because he only has 27 subscribers. Right? Like, you get what I'm saying, right? You get what I'm saying is very... You are one of those peeps. Right? But I mean, you get what I'm saying. Like, oh, look, this guy has a Patreon. Click. I can now do. Go ahead. You can. So all you got to do, here, I'll show you. Okay, so you're here. Click on icon. Come here. Go to YouTube. Copy and paste. That's all you got to do. It's too many, but that's all you got to do. Ah! There's the same problem. He can't just click on it and go to YouTube. Right? People want to like, oh man, you got a YouTube? Dude, I want to see the YouTube. And then what do? Oh, I'm a mobile though. So then what? They can't do it. You know, I mean, I can come over here and I can go, but I don't even know if he can do it from there. But I'll tell you this, War. If you join my Discord, it is... So my Discord, I went through and I put all of everything. So right here, you have my schedule, my Patreon, my YouTube channel that you can click on. You have my Twitter, Facebook. I even have a DLive. I don't even know why. My Trovo and my caffeine. Literally all there. Just under streams, media, and schedule. For everybody. That's just there for anybody that wants to click through it. But yeah, I mean, this is the like I said, the beginning and end is just the user interface. There's little things here, right? Like being able to have clickable buttons, being able to search by game. These should be very simple, easy fixes, and they've been fighting and actively telling their people who are trying to stream on there no. They've been actively telling people no. Like, it's gotten to the point where they don't even respond to those questions anymore because they get them so often. It has now gotten to that point where they don't even bother. They don't even bother telling you no anymore because they already know the answer. They let the community do because everybody knows it's a no. Like in the caster, you guys should see some of the gripes that happens in the caster part of it. What's up, Dream Devil? Right, and that's really what they need to do is they need to go through, and they just need to go through the UI. I'm more than happy. I've given them this feedback. I haven't. Nobody's kept these things from them. No one has kept these things from them. Nobody. Nobody has kept the fact that I can't search by game. No one has kept the fact that man, I like this guy. Like, I like Kiddo. Kiddo's awesome. I want to join his Discord, but it takes me 8 clicks to just get to his Discord channel. Yeah, I've written it down. You had to write it down? Holy shit. Right? And that shouldn't be the thing. You should be able to go here, click here, and pull it up. That's it. This platform came out this year and has it. This is the epitome of a brand new platform. This is the epitome of a very, 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 very new. It came out in March.
Yeah.
Oh no.
I came from Specimen, nobody was there, so...
Trovo came
Brigham
out
can
in
vouch
March.
for me, I came in at the same time as them.
I was in
I couldn't keep up because of the freaking lights.
I was doing wire.
And I can't wait to
The
see
only
what they
person
come out
that I
with, but
see
I would
coming
love
from
it
that
if
area-
Caffeine would change their UI a bit. Oh my god.
I was a specimen.
Sunshine,
got
you're
the
a
money.
specimen.
No, I
I don't
was
know
doing
what's-
examination. I didn't go
Look
to
at this.
specimen. I was doing
Yo,
wire.
I was just about
He
to
was
vote right.
As
he
the
was
esports community grows,
at the very
okay, why
beginning
did-
of the
why did-
round.
okay.
He did go from
Who made Trovo?
straight from
$30 million
emergency
for
to
streamers. Okay,
specimen.
so see,
Oh yeah, maybe at the start, but right now, no.
The thing is, we don't know how long it's been since the body's been killed.
hold on, let me-
That's what I
Okay,
was
guys,
about
I
to
have
ask. Was
wanted...
it
There. Get rid of these. But I mean, these are my frustrations. These are very specific things, right? I still really love those. Like, I love my t-shirt. Oh, you know what? I probably washed my t-shirt. I should find it and wear it for this afternoon. I still haven't got my mug, though. I thought these were really cheap, too. It's like $5 more for everybody else, but yeah, I thought it was really cheap for like the shirts and everything. It was definitely worth the money. Yeah, I like your mug. I saw that. If you guys haven't seen that, I'm just genuinely excited. So here's Sparky's jacket and the shirts and the mug. The mug's pretty sick. I have a good one more. The mug's pretty sick, I gotta admit. Is it nice and big? Yeah, and it's like $16, man. It's really not as expensive as I thought it would be. Like, usually you get something that's branded and it's like 20 bucks or something like that. 16 bucks. And the shirt is like $18. So the shirt's pretty cheap too. Left. I don't know what to tell you. Don't give unless you can. Yeah, don't give unless you can. But yeah, these are just little things. I think that it would go a long way to making caffeine more accepting of people that come onto their platform. If I came here and immediately you can see we've got entertainment, we've got URL, Drake is featured on the front page, which is great. Oh, okay. So when I first came to caffeine, no shit, this is what I did. Okay. And I went right back over here. And started watching like Asmonbald or something. Right? Soul Guy is one of the guys that I like to watch too. Soul Breeze. Right? Watch somebody else. I was like, okay, well, this isn't working. I'm leaving. Literally how it went the first time I got on caffeine. And it's not a mean thing. It's just these are the things I want to see fixed. And if I could see those things fixed, I would be very happy. So I think I beat a dead horse today. I think we're gonna end for right now, guys. But I will be back. I will absolutely be back later on this afternoon. I will be running some mythics with my guild. If you guys, I don't know how interested you are in World of Warcraft, but World of Warcraft's big for me. So I will be running some mythics with the guild tonight. I will be back on, we'll say about 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I will be going back live. All right, guys. You guys have a great day. Thank you all for coming out. Again, I'm not planning on leaving caffeine. These are just some of the criticisms I have. These are just some of the criticisms that I have. And I would like to see them improved. I'd rather see them improved than watch caffeine go under. And I think these would help the platform. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and go to the YouTube channel. Go to the YouTube channel. Subscribe there. I think my best content do end of week highlights every week. All right. And you guys have a great day. Bye-bye.